Hey, what's up, guys? We are back at again to use your best Clash Royale decks to see if we can push up and see where we can go on ladder. We are currently at 6,000-ish in the world, and we'll see if we go up, down, or maybe sideways. Use in your guys' decks only. You suggest it, I play it. So first deck, I'm going to be playing myself because unfortunately there's no one in the comment section so far. So let's go and play this. I like this deck a lot. Also, the further we push up, the harder it will be, so I think it'll be funny. In the chat, the first person to type their deck is the deck that I will be playing. There are a whole bunch of people that said yo in the chat, so you guys, if you are fast fingers, if you have your deck already copy and pasted randomly, yeah, I'll play your deck. So let's get ready. Let's get it. This guy already zapped. That means that he has nothing for our aggression. If we go in for Spear Goblins plus Valkyrie, he doesn't have zap for the Spear Goblins. So the other thing that I super like about this deck, the fact that Goblin Drill Evolution is just kind of broken. Also, I messed that up. That was pretty bad. We're going to eat the damage. It's not necessarily the best tactic, but it is what we're going to do here. We took a ton of damage there because I thought the log would hit the Ram Rider and I got greedy. Y'all let me know if y'all have ever done that, where you're like, hey, I'm going to hit the whatever Hog Rider, Ram Rider, Dark Goblin, and then it just shifts on past, and then you log the tower for like the 30 damage that you get. I guess it's like 70 probably. Oh, wow. Really good play on our opponent's end. See, we are top 6,000, so the people are decent at the game. So let's see if we can play better. Let's see if we can win this game despite having a pretty bad start. Sometimes you get a lackluster start and still pop off. So that's what we're aiming for here right now. We get our Valkyrie. It's going to be beautiful. I don't know if you guys know the interaction where the opponent goes invisible with the queen and then it still gets splashed by the Valkyrie. It's really fun. So that's why I like Valkyrie. It's one of my favorite cards in this deck. Evo Valkyrie is definitely my preference. You can run Evolved Skeletons as well. This deck is super strong. It's actually one of the better decks in the game. Even when I make a glaring misplay, like logging and missing the Ram Rider, we're still probably going to win. So I'm going to use this aggressive drill, not really as a mechanism of getting damage, but more so as an ability to force out cards from our opponent and get good trades overall afterward. This should be a super easy tornado if I'm able to hit it and not be a potato. Yep, nice. Now we can do Spear Goblins here with Skeletons, and I think he's going to zap this. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, doesn't. We're in a good spot. So we've got Evo Drill. We've got Royal Ghost out of cycle. We know he's going to Ram Rider for sure. Last time he Magic Archered, countered with an Archer Queen. I don't think he's going to do it again. I feel like he's going to expect me not to do this. I think the mind games would go for him. Yeah. He thought I wouldn't do it because it would be too predictable, but now he knows that I'm a stupid sir, but I'm actually smart because it was so stupid that it was smart because he wasn't expecting me to do it, you know? His mind games were not working the way he wanted it to. Ooh, really not going great. All right, maybe we're struggling now. Maybe we're struggling now. Evo zap in my face too, dude. All right, so guaranteed tower gone. But here's the thing. We have Evo drill. So there's that. That is the thing that we have that our opponent does not get ready to be prepared for immediately. All right, we're going to tornado this. That tornado did not work. Oops. My fault. My bad, guys. We lose the first game of every stream. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I find a way to do it. All right. Well, I haven't played Clash Royale in about 2 days, so I guess making the log mistake is okay. Possibly. We'll see. Anyway, we're going to go and grab your guys' first thing. Someone says, tag, use your code to bypass Route. That is not a deck, so we're not going to use that, but thank you. Who's the first person? Evo recruits Little Prince, Mega Knight, Fly Machine, Arrows, Goblins, Fisherman, Night Witch. All right. So after this deck, I'm going to have one rule. You need to have evolutions in the deck. 2 evolutions. Otherwise, it's not really going to be very fair. If we're at like top 5,000 or 6,000 in the world or whatever, it's okay, but I want to push up. So, you know, I want to be able to hit like a little bit higher by the end of the stream, ideally. So let's try to use 2 evolutions in all of our decks because otherwise it's just not usable. It might be usable early game, but you want to level up the same cards the entire time. And if you're using cards that you don't have 2 evolutions, unless there's a new one that's added, even if you have 1 evolution currently, you're going to have to upgrade an entirely new card. It doesn't make sense to be running a deck that's limited in that perspective. Anyway, we took a fat L, so we deserve to lose. Anyway, that deck that we were playing is very, very good. I think that, you know, should have won that game if I was better. You got Night Witch. That. By the way, we have a hard cutoff around 2 hours. So this stream will be around 2 hours long. Hopefully we can get a lot of good games in that time span. Got Goblins. Where's your Win condition? Oh, dude, I'm not going to win with this. The issue with your deck is you don't have a Win condition. You don't have a building targeting card. Your way of winning is going to be Royal Recruits. and you have no building targeting card. This is a really bad deck. You need to make sure, like, when you're playing a deck, that you have a way of breaking through your opponent's units and getting guaranteed on their tower. Unless they make a huge misplay, it's pretty much impossible to win with this. Also, I grabbed the wrong tower. My bad. I did not mean to run Dagger Duchess. Yeah, Dagger Duchess is pretty bad. We'll see what we can do. Obviously, he'd have to make some pretty big misplays to lose this game, so we shall see. He's also 870 in the world, so he's not a bad player. Also, last guy kind of ruined me with Void. I didn't really realize how big of an impact that was on us. Anyway, the little prince here. He's not going to spam into us. That's fine. We can drop goblins. Don't really want to pop ability. I feel like that's just a bit of a waste. All right. So I can arrows. I could pop ability, but again, I just don't want to. Rather go this. Really far back, so then the Goblin Giant locks onto that, and then I can activate King Tower with a Fisherman, hopefully. I actually think it dies. Yeah, it dies. I was optimistic that it would work out, but it's just, it wasn't happening. Alright, so no King Tower activation for us. We showcased our Fisherman, not ideal. The bats are going to do something, though. Like, they were forcing out a Night Witch, and he's taking a ton of damage from the bats. That's huge. Night Witch going to the wrong side now, so the Phoenix is just useless. We see Goblin Giant with Phoenix and Night Witch. This really, it looks like a Sparky deck, honestly, but he's got Prince, so I don't know what to say. This could be winnable just based off the fact that he has Dagger Duchess, counters of Cannoneer, so, you know, that's not really what he's looking for. Truly, not what he's looking for. That Prince should die. Are we seriously going to win just because he has Cannoneer? We might win because we've got Night Witch and he's got Cannoneer, so not really a fair representation of this matchup, like showcasing how strong the deck is. Yeah, you need to have like Rail Hogs or maybe even Evolve Wall Breakers in there, bro. Just throw in Wall Breakers and it's like a much better deck. Or Skeleton Barrel. You have so many options. There's so many options. That's the thing, man. Deck is not bad at its core. It's got a good synergy. You have Strength with the Flying Machine and then also the Night Witch. Pretty good Fireball Poison Bait. And then you also end up having really good King Tower activations with a Fisherman. You have Knockback with the Little Prince. You got Goblins that, I don't know if they're the best in here, but they do give you a bit of survivability. Drop this other side. Let's like start to overwhelm him. I think that's going to be annoying for him for sure. At the very least, this will be funny. All right, we do that. Fruits. We could Mega Knight maybe. Yeah, I'm going to Mega Knight on the left probably. We'll see. Or we could pop ability. I think popping ability is actually better. And then we can Mega Knight on the left if we want it. Yeah, let's do it. There's a lot of stuff going at him, so might as well. I don't know if it's going to work. A lot of stuff flowing in the left-hand side, forcing out stuff that he doesn't want to be dropping. We like that. Love the arrows if we could. Having arrows on this. Good, be able to pop the egg. Very nice. Fly Machine again, maybe. Alright, that Fly Machine was bad. Fly Machine was a bad idea. We should probably be dropping recruits more often. Just my observation out here that it's a pretty strong card when your opponent has Cannoneer. Gonna drop Bomber. We're gonna arrows it. Not dropping Bomber. That feels bad, man. Hey, where's the Bomber? All right. How do we win this? Okay, there's the Bomber. I knew it was Evo because he wasn't wanting to drop it. Like, he really didn't want to drop the Evo. All right, arrows. Night Witch is going to allow us to get on that tower with Mega Knight. Might have won. Insane. Okay, we won without a win condition because the dude had a lose condition of running Cannoneer into a ton of bait cards. Your deck, I would give it a 5.5 because you don't have win condition and you have one evolution. So I'm going to be pretty honest and brutal with you guys about your decks. Right now, this deck is awful. But with a slight adjustment, it can be like an 8 or a 9. Not a 9, but like an 8 or an 8.5. So if we like swap this Fly Machine or Little Prince out, we could make this deck a lot better. Or even like the Night Witch if you wanted. You got to swap out one of these 3 cards depending on your card levels. And then you want to put in a... let's just see what I would do. I would probably go like... If I felt like it, I could go in for this. Make it a faster cycle, or get this, or get this for a faster cycle. And then Lastly, you want one more card that's evolved. So you could even go in for like archers here. I kind of like archers a lot. They're one of my favorite cards to play right now in the meta, just because if the opponent's going to be arrowing these two cards, like you're going to be able to get a ton of value. So what you can do is you can run this, or you could do this. I mean, you would not want archers if it's not evolved. So that, and then put in Little Prince or Night Witch if you want. You can keep Little Prince or Night Witch. And the deck is so much better. The deck is so much better then. You can't have a deck that doesn't have a win condition because you're just not going to be able to break through good players that have decent defenses. So this would be like an 8 out of 10 for me if you just made that slight adjustment. And your deck's a 5.5 right now without a win condition. It's terrible right now without a win condition and also an evolution. And this solves everything. Even if they're not evolved, you can eventually get them to be evolved and then they'll be strong. All right, let's take a look at the next card that we are going to be playing, or the next group of cards that we're going to be playing, aka a deck. So we got Evil Archers, Evil Goblin Giant, Hog Rider, Little Prince, Log, NATO, Knight, E-Spirits from Connor. All right, I like the fact that you have 2 evolutions. As I said before, we are only going to be playing decks with 2 evolutions today. It's okay if you don't have 2 evolutions unlocked. Just tell me what you would use in the spot of the second evolution if you only have 1. And by the way, you unlock 2 evolutions once you hit level 15, if anyone is wondering. That is a question that I get very frequently. A lot of people are like, when do you unlock 2 evolutions? There you go. All right, we want Log, Little Prince. We want Tornado, Knight, and E-Spirit. All right. Let's get it. Also, if you guys enjoy these type of streams, make sure to drop a like on the video. It goes a long way. It allows me to do these streams more frequently. They're not necessarily the easiest thing to do daily videos and daily content every single day. A great way of supporting me for free by not spending any money is just dropping a like on the video. And yeah, I super appreciate that. All right, the fact that you have 3 win conditions is pretty appalling. You want to have 2 max. So if you could have donated a win condition to the opponent, or sorry, our dex adjuster in the last game, that would have been awesome. But unfortunately, I guess we have the best of, or the worst of both worlds, rather. All right, we're going to giant on the other side. This is going to be pretty hard for us to defend. Actually, I think I defend this easily. Never mind, we're chilling. Tornado, no, I don't know. That's not going to go in front, is it? No, it's not. Oh, that Electro Spirit chain was sick. Because the Electro Spirit didn't die, but like I don't have a way of stopping that. I put that really well, man. That's brutal. All right, we can throw down a Goblin Giant maybe and then kill the Sparky with that. And I don't think I could have played that any better. Pretty good, honestly. All right, at least we might be able to kill the Mini P.E.K.K.A. if we're lucky. That'd be cool. Because the Goblins spawn at 50% health. You want your Goblin Giant to stay alive for a long time at low health. And Hog Rider here too. We still have the Archers alive. We wanted to guarantee that we take the tower. Might have taken the tower anyway, but how am I going to defend against the Sparky? I only have Electro Spirit, right? It's kind of scuffed. We probably want to go Giant in the middle as soon as we possibly can, so then we're going to apply more pressure. Oh, we're just dead. Yeah, we're just dead. Man, that's brutal. Well, I tried my absolute hardest. I guess I should have went towards the 3 crown, but then I was afraid of him sparking. I also didn't expect him to eat that amount of damage on the 3 crown. I think that was really bad gameplay on his end, but it worked out for him. He did end up having Mini P.E.K.K.A. plus Sparky. I said Mini Puppa. I don't know why I was like, it's a Puppa. Yeah, your deck is pretty bad with 3 win conditions. You don't have as much versatility or availability to defend. You're stuck with 3 cards that cost 4, 5, and 6 elixir that make sure that your deck can't distract. Literally, I only have Archers as a distraction. What happens when my opponent Mini P.E.K.K.A.s and I play pretty well and I only have Tornado? Well, I can activate King Tower. If they drop a Giant or something in front of it, like this guy, I'll just recount what happened. There's no one in the entire world that could have defended that better than what I did. That was the best defense. I actually hit the mechanics that it's not easy to do. The log stunning the Sparky so the Sparky doesn't kill the Electro Spirit. Usually if you drop your Electro Spirit right on top of the Sparky kills it. But I dropped the log, so then the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and the Electro Spirit were stunned. So the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and the Sparky were stunned, so then it didn't have the time to shoot the Electro Spirit. The Electro Spirit was able to get that reset on the Sparky. But yeah, he arrowed it, and then there was nothing I could do. Like, what am I supposed to do here? I just take the L, right? Arrows the Archers, I Electro Spirit perfectly, and then I'm sitting here with, like, all these cards that just don't work on defense. Your deck is awful into Sparky and really bad into anything that has Bridge Bam. So your deck is like a 4 out of 10 for me. I don't think it works at all competitively. The last deck you could maybe win with, but this one is really, really bad. You got to make like massive changes. To have 3 win conditions in the deck, it just limits your defensive potential. And it also limits your availability to have versatility in your deck. So like you kind of have to re-examine how you're going to play. If you want to run Goblin Giant, you can't run Giant. If you want to run Giant, you can't run Goblin Giant. I assume you want the one that you have the evolution. So we're going to do this. Do Hog Rider still, that's fine. Let's put in like maybe something like minions or guards. That works. So then we have a distraction and then we have some arrows bait. We got guards and archers. And then, you know, maybe the little prince is good. Maybe it's not. I don't really see the combination with Tornado here. I don't see that that would do anything for you. Like you can activate King Tower if you have good mechanics. I don't really see the benefit of it. Another thing that I super like is like this, honestly. Wait, we already had Evo Archers, right? You liked Evo Archers. We did this. And we got rid of the Goblin Giant, put in the regular Giant. I think this might be stronger. I might even play a game with it because I like the potential of the deck. So we'll play a game with it. Basically, I made your deck better. I gave you 2 win conditions, the ones that you wanted, instead of 3, and then I gave you support cards that allow you to break through. Let's play a game with it. I usually don't do this. I just want to show that it's a lot better. Oh my gosh, there's so many donuts. What the heck? Holy dude. I didn't even notice. I actually didn't even notice. You just dropped $250 of donations. Bro, FA, I don't deserve that. Like, for real? Is there a deck that you want me to play? I will drop whatever I'm doing. Like, bro. My man's financing videos. He's just straight up buying us videos. Like, bro, that is so much money. $250 of donations. FA just donates and donates and donates. Thank you so much, man. I am blown away by your generosity. Actually, for real. Thank you, man. That is insane. If there is a single deck that you want me to play, you let me know, dude. I will play it immediately. FA. Right now, we are doing everyone else's decks. That's just whoever came in first. They didn't donate any money or anything. Just the first person to show up. We've been playing their decks. That's generally how I start off the stream. But you actually donated an insane amount. We will bump you ahead in the queue, whatever deck you want, bro. Thank you for that. You didn't even type anything in any of your messages. It's just like the rocket ship with the $50 every time. Thank you so much, man. The generosity knows no bounds. Anyway, with this deck, we're trying to cycle our cheap cards that will get us the evolution. That's generally the way that you want to play. So it's good for us to go in for like a Hog Rider on the other side. Then he has to defend both sides simultaneously. It's just really difficult. He's probably going to lose the princess. And then the giant might even lock tower if we're lucky. If not, it's fine. We have an archer on both sides, so that will force that elixir there. Yep, he has to go guards, which isn't something he wants to do. So now sorry, not notice. Yeah, I guess notice. Notice how he's going to have to go in for a Valkyrie here. He has to Valkyrie this. Because he's forced to Valkyrie with Bomb Run, and he loses the game. Where's the Valkyrie? Yeah, there it is. So the reason why I made your deck this way is because I know that I will get value with it. I want to actually build a deck that makes sense to play with cards that you like. So that's exactly what I did. I created a situation where I could run 2 evolutions that synergize a bit better together. And if you bait out your opponent's buildings, they're forced to drop units. If they're forced to drop units into Evolved Bomber, they lose the game. That's just how the game works. You can't drop units into an Evolved Bomber. You're just going to take an L. So it's pretty fun to be able to do that to people. Obviously, not very fun for him, but funny for us. All right, we're going to go for an Electric Spear because he's probably going to go in for a bait card here. I've anticipated that. He goes Princess. I'm in a bad spot. Should have logged. I really messed that up. Am I still running Dagger Duchess by accident? I can't even blame it on the Dagger Duchess. I think I didn't play perfect. But the Dagger Duchess definitely did not help. All right, we'll do this. Hog Rider's on the tower, at least. I mean, winnable. It's actually winnable. It's not over till it's over. Does he have a big spell? I don't think so. Hog Rider here. Pop the little Prince ability so we can keep it alive. Oh, he's gonna log me twice. No, I didn't get it down. I suck. Yeah, I would have actually won the game there. I would have went Evo Bomber because we would have been able to bait out his... He needed 2 logs. He wouldn't have got them in time. I would have won the game. If I blocked the princess. Rip. So, yeah, the strategy there is you bait out their building and then you hammer them down. I'm going to play one more with that. I'm sorry, guys. That was my fault. But FA, thank you so much, man. That is an insane amount of money. Also, again, shout out to English Muffins for the $5 dono. Currently sitting at 1,700 crowns with this deck. Evo Recruits, Evo Archers, Goblin Gang, Royal Ghost, Wall Breakers, Arrows, 2 Musketeers, and Pump. I'll check that out soon. Also, there's a lot of different decks that I need to try, so I will be checking those out very, very soon. I did want to get a full win with this deck just to show you guys like the difference, the adjustment, and how to make the deck better. That was totally my fault. Should have been a win. That was actually a very easy matchup. I just fumbled the bag. I just did not drop the counter to the Princess of the River, which is unfortunate. It happens. Sometimes you just don't play your best, but that was a very bad loss. But yeah, at least I was able to showcase why the deck is strong. If you bait out your opponent's building and then the Evo Bomber locks onto the tower, it's like way better than running a deck that you have to break through with 3 win conditions. Why not have a 3rd win condition like the Evo Bomber that is versatile on defense and offense at the same time? Like, personally, I prefer to play cards that you can distract things with, that you can also go all out on offense with. Something that you can use in every single realm of the game. That's just the way that I personally prefer to play. That's what the best players in the world do as well. So, give you that bit of information, I guess. Unfortunately, that Zappy staying alive is going to haunt me. I'm going to do so much damage. I really hope I don't lose this game. That'd be so sad. It's very winnable. It's just not a good position. We can go in for... I mean, he activated King Tower Tornado. Wait, do I lose because he's got NATO with us and probably Fisherman? I don't know. That'd be a whack game. All right, wait. What if we do this? Hope he drops a unit. Oh, that's not the unit we wanted to drop. All right, we should be able to kill that, actually. How much damage am I going to get, though? The archers might do a lot. All right, no Dagger Duchess available. Ammo left over, so... Try to rush through. Maybe we can do something. Drop our bomber here. As you can see, like, the advantage of just keeping up the pressure when your opponent doesn't have good counters in cycle is the way that you win. Like, I played that really aggressively into the Dagger Duchess because the Dagger Duchess had no ammo. And now he might Fireball Hog Rider again, which would be funny. And then we're just going to drop another Giant. So this is why Dagger Duchess kind of sucks right now. It's not a good tower. It does not work near as well as the other towers. Just the fact of life right now. We got all of his ammo gone again. He's going to have to bowler. So we're just keeping up the pressure. Our deck doesn't have the best defenses into his deck, obviously. Like, it's just not really there. But it doesn't matter that much. So something to keep in mind. Split up archers in case he fireballs. He's going to do it. He's going to fireball that 100%. Drop guards fast as we possibly can. Run, run. I'm the gingerbread man. All right, we know he's going to go for an Inferno Dragon soon. Okay. I wonder what we can do here. Do this. Guards after. Probably Evo Archers. This bomber can lock onto the tower. We will win the game. It should win us the game, actually. Like, I'm 90% confident. It didn't win us the game. Feels bad. He doesn't have Fireball, though, so we could Little Prince and go guards and kill the Real Giant. All right. Do we get one Hog Rider hit? That is the question. I don't know. I actually have no idea. It should get a hit, but through a tornado and a bowler, guess not. Feels bad, man. So I guess one of the other downsides is this deck does not have a big spell, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Not an enormous downside, but definitely not a good side. You feel me? We could just get a Hog Rider hit. Let's go. Okay. We did make it happen. The deck just, like, when you're running 2 win conditions, you can't really have space for a big spell. It's more so, like, overwhelming your opponent. if they do have a lot of counters to both of your win conditions, like an Inferno Dragon for your Giant, a Tornado for your Hog Rider, you might just take the loss. It's not like the easiest matchup, but there is a lot more outplayability if you run the deck as it should be played. So yeah, don't run this deck. Don't run it with Dagger Duchess. Run it with Princess Tower, and you'll be chilling. So deck still isn't great. It's like a 7.5 out of 10. Dude, FA, holy heck. He just dropped another $200. Bro, he's buying my entire life right now. That's crazy. Dude's out here on a mission to pay rent for me. Thank you so much. Obviously, we don't use that for rent money. It goes directly back into videos, but wow. I'm going to be able to do so many cool things. I don't know if you saw it, dude, but I went to EWC, Esports World Cup, and I got to pet camels and stuff. So hopefully I can go on more of those trips, man. I'm so excited. Oh, bro. I don't know. I just want to do more trips, even when they're not there. I want to go to like Japan or something, and maybe I can create unique and cool content for you guys. I was talking to my editor about that actually recently. FA, thank you so much, man. I'm going to be buying DJI mics with that money that you just gave us. So then I can start doing more real life content. Also, Levi, thank you for the 1 month subscription. Love you, Tag. I love you too. Hey, sir, I just made it to 9,000 with this deck. Evo Archers, Evo Cracker, Mega Knight, Ice Spirit, Prince. All right, so we have a couple different decks to try out. I will be playing as many as I possibly can in the next 2 hours. As I said, I have a 2-hour live stream here exactly, so let's see what we can do. So we're not going to play this deck again. I've played this deck a billion times. I'm sorry. All right, so Evo Archers, Evo Firecracker. I just got rid of the card that we wanted. That's a great start. Great start. I'm super smart. I swear I'm intelligent like that. Oh, man. My face is just beet red, isn't it? Like, I'm just lighting up right now. I lit up like a firecracker. Oh, man. Dude, that actually, like, I don't know. My day is just insanely good now. Like, that just makes me so happy. I can't wait to create more camel content, more cool content about that stuff. And yeah, now in addition to the editing costs, we can also do that too. Thank you guys. And thank you, FA, of course. All right, let's go grab some Battle Ram here, and then let's run the next one. Yeah, where are we at? Battle Ram. Oh, and then Zap. We want Zap. This is the deck. Awesome. So you were able to hit 9,000 trophies and Ultimate Champion with this deck. And you won a Classic Challenge. Let's see if I can improve it. So I didn't really take too much of a look at it. I see 2 win conditions, which is fine. The Battle Ram and the Skeleton Barrel. I think Skeleton Barrel used to be super bad. And then after, you know, it got a bit of a buff because Dagger Duchess got nerfed. Pretty good. I don't know if I love the Evo Firecracker right now. I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. The opponent doesn't have arrows in cycle. It's decent. And maybe you can bait out the arrows with the other spell counters, like, you know, archers forcing out the arrows. Then the opponent has to pick between arrowing your archers or your firecracker. But either way, I guess your Skeleton Barrel too. I think the Battle Ram kind of feels misplaced in the deck, to be honest. I might rather have a, I don't know, drill. And then remove the Evo Firecracker, put in regular Firecracker, and then put in Evo Drill. I think that would just be a better deck. Evo Archers, Evo Drill. I like that more, to be honest. It's insane. You're welcome. You deserve it. Keep going, says FA. Thank you, man. I will. I will keep creating content every single day. And that's my goal. I mean, I just want to create not just content every day, the best content I can create every single day. Bro, honestly, I am so blessed to have someone like you supporting me. Thank you, man. All right, we're going to go Prince here. And then we'll see what else we can do. I mean, really looking super good if we're able to get a Prince counter push with a Skeleton Barrel. It's going to be hard for him to defend the Skeleton Barrel now, because the Prince is going to be tanking, so the Skeleton Barrel should connect to the tower. He has to drop a small spell. The Electro Spirit isn't good enough. He's going to take a ton of damage in the meantime. Usually, like, Battle Ram here is not a bad play because you get to the evolution. But since it's not an evolution Battle Ram, it's a little bit worse because we are going to kind of waste it. Not necessarily the best, but it's not the worst. We'll take it. Yeah, doing so well right now. Shades iOS says Evo Bats, Firecracker. Also, I like the Gojo profile picture. OP. Average Prince player. You think I'm the average Prince player? I might be, man. I might be. Read my dono. I'll be reading donos from top to bottom, so I will eventually get your dono. We can Firecracker on this. I think it's pretty good to Firecracker on this. Oh, that's not that good. Unless it is. No, it's not good. Oh, it got the hit on the tower. That's fine. Can we do this? The cool thing that we have here is the capability of going for Skeleton Barrel with this Evolved Archer. Not like the best thing in the world, but not the worst. And then we can Battle Ram. Nice. Very cool. This probably wins us the game. Battle Ram should connect. No way he's stopping that. GG. So I don't think your deck's bad. Actually, this is the first deck suggestion that I look at. And I'm like, this is playable. But I would definitely make adjustments. It's like a 7 out of 10, 7.5 if I'm being generous. You got to make an adjustment with the Battle Ram. It just feels out of place. Even though it's what won us the game there, I don't like it. You have the charge with the Prince and that. I just think that the Battle Ram should be maybe like the focus point, and you do this. That works as well. I super don't like the Evo Firecracker comparatively to other ones. It might be annoying for you guys, but I think the regular Firecracker is just as annoying. It just gets you better trades to do something like this. Also, I don't really want to recommend like, hey, the most overpowered card in the game right now is Evolved Goblin Drill. Like, it has good synergy with the deck, okay? It has bait proponent. It's a bait proponent compared to the Battle Ram. And yes, it's the most overpowered one that gets directly on tower, but it also tanks for the Skeleton Barrel. It tanks for the Prince. It tanks for the Magnet. Like, this is just better. Objectively, just better. So, you could even put in a Fire Spirit if you want to apply more pressure. So, because towers don't always kill the spirits now, you can run Fire Spirit over Ice Spirit, and it's an okay play to do. Something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind. Anyway, Adam, like your deck, the best one so far. I do not expect a 7.5 to win the day, but right now it is the best one. Russ Flake, thank you for the $11 dono. Any good decks against mid ladder? Yeah, I mean, this deck is really, really good. I actually lost with it at the start because I'm bad, but I'll post the link for this deck in the pinned comment. If you want to see a full gameplay session of me playing it, that will be in the pinned comment. I think it's one of the best decks, like by far. By far, one of the best decks in the game for mid ladder. It's so good. You just want to be better than me. I'm not very good at the game sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes I'm pretty bad. Also, FA, the super effective move, I love that one. Usually you go for the airplane one, which is cool, but the super effective Game Boy Pokemon controller, that makes me happy, man. That just hits different. I don't know if you guys used to ever play Legends of Zelda on Game Boy and you would connect it to your GameCube. I used to do that while growing up. And I also played Pokemon. Those are the two that I did. So that just hits different. Thanks again to FA. That is insane, dude. There's so much money, so much support, and so much generosity again. Anyway, Zach Hernandez says, going for 300 games in bowling and watching Tag stream. Love you, Jake. Dude, 300? Wait, we have some incredibly talented people here. What the heck? You know, that's the thing. When we have like over 100,000 people watching the daily YouTube videos, or maybe, you know, 432 people watching live right now, or probably like 50,000 will watch this VOD. We have some incredibly talented individuals that are really good at sports or something that I'd never be able to do that. 300 in bowling is insane. I went bowling, freaking striked it right into the gutter twice. And then I hit 2 strikes in a row. Yeah, I made up for it, but probably didn't make up for it in your eyes, only in my eyes. But I did hit 2 strikes in a row, and then my friends are like, wait, Jake, you're insane. And then I just ended up sucking for the rest of it. All right, so we got Shades iOS. Thank you for the $5. We're also going to go back to stream chat after this dono, and we'll be playing some of yours. We'll also be checking some more out. So Shades iOS is Evo Bats, Firecracker, Giant Skeleton. All right. Evo Bats and Evo Firecracker. I like the fact that you're giving me 2 evolutions. I appreciate that. Again, guys, if you want me to play your deck, it has to have 2 evolutions. There's nothing else that we're allowed to do here. 2 evolutions or nothing. Man. Today has been a beautiful day. I'm so happy right now. Guys, I am going to go and work out after this. I am going to have an amazing dinner. Just going to make some salad for myself with some chicken. I'm just so excited. Week has been amazing. Thank you guys for all the support today. And just all the like generosity and niceness in the comments. Like from a daily basis, I know that when I was really stupid and I was like waiting until like 12 p.m. at night. And then I like started studying for the new challenge, and I came up with the best deck for the challenge. A lot of you guys are like, Jake, you're delirious right now. Like, what are you even saying? It was so funny to see your guys' reactions to me streaming at 3 a.m. So thank you for that. Okay, so unfortunately with your deck, Shades, is you don't have a Wink Edition. I'm going to play it anyway, but you need a Wink Edition. Actually, I can't win with this. That's not possible. Let's make an adjustment to the deck already. You have 2 spirits. These don't make sense. You got to have a Wink Edition. So you need a card that targets buildings. So what we can do here, and throw in a Ram Rider or a Hog Rider. Probably going to be Ram Rider, honestly. You already have 2 Wink Editions. Get rid of the Ice Spirit, and let's see if this works. Because otherwise, you're not going to win games. You need to either have like a Goblin Drill or a Ram Rider or something along those lines. Also, I don't love Evo Firecracker either, so we could do something like this. If we wanted to run a really good deck that would actually have a chance of winning, we will probably do this. Making 1 change to your deck, and that's it. It had to be done, though, man. This is a little bit scummy that I am running the best card in the game, but I needed to make your deck better, so this is how we're going to win with it. I can't win it. I can't win with it if you are playing as is with no Wink Edition. It's just like not even worth playing. The big meme deck, yeah. But we want to make it not a meme deck. You can have fun making it a meme deck while also enjoying it and winning, right? Like that's the cool thing. Like you just change 1 card and then it's not a meme anymore. So we can Firecracker here too. Kind of cool to do that. And we're gonna go Tombstone. This Firecracker is maybe gonna force out extra elixir. I don't know. We'll see. He doesn't have logs, so this is pretty bad for him actually. The Firecracker! Oh my goodness! It's Faker! It's Faker! Bro, I can't believe that. All right, yo, when I went to the Esports World Cup in Saudi Arabia, I saw Faker live. It was insane. It was actually like, I don't know, one of the most memorable moments of my life. Legitimately, I watched him. It was so cool. I don't know. The amount of effort that they put into that event made me so happy. I was like, damn, I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that. I really want the US to invest more money in gaming and Clash Royale and stuff like that, but they just don't. It's kind of unfortunate. Like I've been talking to Google and I've been talking to other bigger companies, and I've been like, hey, can we do King's Cup 2, but like do that with Clash Royale again? And they said no every time. So it's like, or they always hit me up with a maybe, you know? It's like a bad first date, and then the guy asks, and they're like, yo, you want to go on another date? And the girl's like, you know, I have to check my schedule, maybe. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's the exact response I get from everyone at Google or other places. It's pretty funny. They always hit me up with a maybe. Oh, man. I had the opportunity to go to the Olympics, but, oh, dude, my sponsors pulled out, and dude, I'm so sorry that you got sick. That is insanely unfortunate. Yeah, if you were going to go to the Olympics to compete and you get sick, there's not much worse than that, bro. There's not much worse than that, because it only comes around once every few years, right? Like, Olympics is not something that many people get super amount of opportunities on, unfortunately. Okay, we are going to get him to go in for a lot of extra elixir here, so that's a bit of a benefit. We can do this. We've got a Giant Skeleton and a Pekka. We're pouncing with 2 cards at once. I don't think this guy understands what our deck is. I also do not understand what our deck is. This is so fun. This is actually hilarious, man. This is so funny. The fact that this is working is hilarious. All right, we're good. We're in a good, okay spot. All right, we're going full Giant Skilly. Bill. I think we're probably dead, honestly, unless these arrows kill it. Yeah, it's a close game. I do think that this is kind of a bad matchup. Like we only have Tesla. Sorry, not Tesla. We only have a Tombstone. It's gonna be hard for us to win that. It's winnable for sure, but Got a super quick card cycle with Ice Golem Hog Rider, and we only had Tombstone. I guess we did have P.E.K.K.A. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe I should have slow rolled P.E.K.K.A in the right side. Yeah, I think I played that poorly, actually. Yeah, you know what? It wasn't that bad. I had P.E.K.K.A. I forgot I had P.E.K.K.A. I still slow rolled P.E.K.K.As in the right-hand side, so then I defend against the potential Hog Rider, and then he can't Ice Golem Hog Rider me. Yep, I messed up. My fault. It's okay. You live and you learn and you play better. I'm not even complaining about that. That was just me being bad. Oh, that's insane. Dude, how do we have 35 out of 20? Someone make it make sense. Someone make it make sense. There's a limit of 20 and we are exceeding it by an insane degree. That is wild. Y'all saw that, right? I got an epic chest for being an epic scrub. Deck isn't bad if you make that adjustment, Shades. I would highly recommend making that adjustment. Hi, Jake. I watch your stream for a long time. I wish I've met you in Saudi since I live there. I hope you tell us about if you'll come next year since there will be the Olympics for gamers in KSA. Yeah, dude, I want to. I want to go there as much as they like let me go, you know? As much as Tribe or my org is able to go, then I want to go. So, yeah. It was cool because, yeah, it was like a last minute thing. We got all the stuff set up and we just went. It was like, hell yeah. So hopefully that happens again in the future. I just want there to be more esports events in general. There just aren't that many. And the fact that there was one with OJ and we went, it was a good moment. It's nice to see people that you haven't seen in real life, like not seeing OJ, not seeing Cody and interacting with them a lot behind the scenes in front of a camera. It's just not as the same as like seeing someone in person, right? When you see someone in person, you actually have more of a connection with them. You get to talk to them about real life stuff. It's like, it's deeper. So yeah, I'd love to see you guys in person too. It'd be cool. And I just want to see my friends in person too and more events. So hopefully that works out. All right. Raging Potato says, my last dono, please. So was there something I messed up or did not look at? All right, let's play your deck. Raging Potato, I skipped over your deck. I'm 90% sure. So let's switch it. If there's other decks that I forgot, you guys can just type it in the messages and I'll read it. You don't have to donate again. But yeah, I'm sorry that I missed it. I would have seen it. I would have seen your message and then I would have scrolled up and I would have checked it. Yeah, I don't want you guys to donate more money because I'm stupid and I don't check the messages. If I mess up, please just spam me in the section and then have a moderator like spam me as well. So then I'll check it out. I'm sorry that I had you donate more money. I feel bad about that, like really bad about that. I super hate asking for donos and stuff like that or like having those type of things because it just makes me feel scummy sometimes. All right, so we got Fireball, we got Bar Barrel, we got E-Spirit, we got Firecracker, we got Goblin Cage. All right, cool. We're chilling. Yeah, E-Spirit, Goblin Cage. Where it at? And then we want Firecracker. Dude, you guys love Firecracker. I don't understand. It's just a Firecracker fiesta. Firecracker festival. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, but I love your videos. Arjun Aribuju. Dude, I felt like your name was Marjan Buu for a second. I was like, Dragon Ball Z, let's go. I love your name, man. I would love to go watch Valorant sometime in person at some point. Dude, I watched Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and my friends that were casting the tournament were having such a good time. Like it was awesome. Also, I like this deck a lot. I super like the fact that you have archers. I super like the fact that you actually have Firecracker in here too. Not that bad of a deck. Like this deck, the synergy, the strategy, everything about it makes sense. Like I like it. I like it a lot. I do like Fly Machine more, so I don't know if Firecracker is as good, but it's a nice arrows bait for the archers. It's like the strategy makes sense. The strategy makes sense for sure. I don't think I would change too much about it, my guy. Oh, I thought that would like run away, but I guess not. Feels bad. Oh, okay, cool. So we can Barb Drill and kill that, but I don't really want to. I'd rather just let them die to the tower and then archers back and then recruits at the river. Okay, never mind. This is not the best. You could spell those. Nah, he can't. We're fine. They run into the... Yeah, they're running right in the bomb. They're not very smart, are they? Oops. It's interesting that they didn't die, though. I'm surprised that the one archer is alive. You're the reason why I mained recruits? Hell yeah, man. They're such a good deck. Aren't they like an easy, fun deck to play? You can turn off your brain and just win games. It's cool because One of the main reasons I play recruits is whenever I tilt or lose a lot of games, whenever I'm trying meme decks on videos, I like to like play recruits in the car because the placements don't matter. But if you're trying to play a control deck in the car, you're just going to fumble and you're going to like mess up the entire time. I don't know if y'all have ever had that experience where you're trying to play in a car and you just do not get a good outcome. That happens to me all the time. Whenever I'm playing in the car, I just never play well. Okay, cool. Not great, but winnable, right? Not my best effort. Not my best work. Alright. Kind of a tough spot, honestly. Yeah, we're going to lose the tower here 100%. Let's try to take a tower on the other side without getting 3 crown. I messed up. I didn't hit all of them. That's so bad. That was so bad. It worked. This is terrible. I don't know if you guys have ever looked at yourself and you're like, how did I mess it up that hard? What am I doing? Oh no, not great. Alright, we're going to go for a firecracker here. We don't have our archers in cycle, but he's not going to be back to a arrows for our balloon counter, right? Maybe he will be. We'll see. Run away from the bomb. Is he going to do anything? Dude, I think I'm screwed. Dude, that did so much. Wait. Or we just keep it in place? Ah, that would be cool. Those evil skellies are going to win me, though. No! That's so bad, bro. So painful to have that happen. How dare. Yeah, it's not a great matchup. For him to have a balloon deck with arrows, it's definitely the worst matchup for your deck. That's the thing. When I was running recruits with archers and no fly machine, I would lose quite often to people that would have arrows balloon decks. Because the thing is, like, they just arrows away your archers, and then you're sitting there with a fireball, and you're like, well, I guess that doesn't really kill the balloon, so I'm kind of hopeful that would work. That's the only real weakness of your deck. You could put in, like, Zappy's flying machine to go and counter recruit balloon a little bit better. Zappy's helps out a lot. Like, I wouldn't lose the game if I had Zappy's in my deck, right? There's no way I lose. But Zappy's also slow down the cycle a little bit. Maybe you could put Zappy's instead of the Firecracker, honestly. It impairs the card cycle a bit, but let's help out. I don't know. That's what I started to do. And I removed the Fireball for just arrows. Then I had arrows plus Barbed Barrel. This is kind of the deck that I was playing a little bit more recently. I like this a little bit more. Up to you. I mean, you could still run Fireball. All right, let's keep going. Dude, also FA with all the rocket ship emotes is so funny. Like, there's this little derpy green guy on top of a rocket, and he's swirling around, and it's like, dude, that needs to be the evolved rocket. It needs to be the evolved rocket. Also, Levi, thanks again for just being a member and just saying love you. It's nice of you saying that, man. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, there's so many different things for me to check. Lots of different decks. Lots of different decks. There's so many decks here. All right. We're going to scroll to the middle. We're to get away from the top where we've been selecting some decks from. So we have Evo Skeletons, Evo Archers, Royal Hogs, Log, Ice Spirit, Royal Delivery, Earthquake, Little Prince from Brody. Brody, I can't run your deck because it's a mainstream deck. I'm going to try to not run mainstream decks unless they're donations. I will run the mainstream deck if you donate like $10. I'll do that. But I'm not going to unless I absolutely have to. The mainstream decks I'm going to try to stay away from as much as possible. All right, so we have Evo Knight, Firecracker, Hog Rider, Tesla, Arrows, Skeleton. That's another mainstream deck. We're going to stay away from that. It's very good. Those decks that I'm saying mainstream, they're like 8 or 9 out of 10s. Like Brody, your deck is a 9 or 8 out of 10. It's a very good deck. All right. What are we doing? Ooh, this is hilarious. All right, Joel Millard. Can you try my 3 Musketeers cycle deck? All right, we will definitely try that. Let's see your 3 Musketeers cycle deck, my guy. Let's see your 3 Musketeers cycle deck. 3 Musketeers, Sparky, Golem, Elixir Golem, Electro Giant, Mighty Miner, Skeleton King, and Cannoneer. I love you. You're so nice. This is not only did you give me 2 evolutions, you gave me All the heaviest cards in the game, bro. You suck. I hate you. Why did I even read that? Why am I playing this? What's wrong with me? God, Skeleton. Wait, he put Skeleton King and Mighty Miner in the same deck. Dude, I can't even run that. He put Skeleton King and Mighty Miner in the same deck. Alright, we're not running that. We're not running that. If you can't give me 8 cards, I'm not going to fabricate an 8th and put it in. Alright, we got Evo Barbs, Evo Valk, Arrows, Void, Eye Drag, Skeleton Dragons, Lava Hound, Balloon with Princess Tower. This is miscellaneous XE. Alright, we will check that. We'll check that. Evo Barbs, Evo Valk. Dude, I have not played Lava Hound in a long, long time. Honestly, this might be one of the few decks that I might not be able to give you a full rating on how good it is. Because I actually haven't played it that much. I will be able to tell you if it's good for noobs. If people that haven't played Lava Hound very much. Or people that are like, you know, just trying to play Lava Hound. Just trying to enjoy it. See what it is. You know, this might be a really highly rated deck for me as well. Because Void is broken. Maybe I've played against this before. I don't know. I bet you I've played against every flavor of Lava Hound in Clash Royale. And I just don't recognize them all. Alright, so we're looking at one more card. We want Balloon in there. And we're good. How did I forget the Balloon? How could I ever forget? Maybe I just want to forget because I lose against it so much. Who knows? I love making meme decks as Chloe. Yeah. Alright. So that's a Cannoneer. We don't really want to split Skeleton Dragons into a Cannoneer. We also don't really want to do much here. I guess we go Skeleton Dragons and Lava Hound at the river. Not a terrible trade, right? We've got Skeleton Dragons counter pushing. They're down 6 elixirs, so. Void on this. Unavoidable. Unavoidable damage. Damage. Alright, how much damage? 2 hits? Alright, we're losing the game. It's not going well, guys. It's not going well. I repeat, it is not going well. I thought that was going to win us the game. I legitimately thought that my Lava Hound was way more powerful than it was. That is my bad. Au revoir, my elixir. Alright, wait, that didn't work very well for him either. We're chilling. Alright, I think we just spam stuff. That's gonna go past the tower, right? Oh my gosh, why? Yeah, that's my question to you. Why do you have a Phoenix Firecracker with a bomb tower in the same? Like, what? Je ne sais pas du tout. Allez le bleu. We got 1 hit. That's fine. He's gonna Royal Hogs. Do we just do this? All in him? And arrows? Honestly, this ain't that bad. Pretty good, right? I think that gameplay was pretty solid, if I do say so myself. Regardez, I have a big play. Oh, that did not work. Unless it did. Unless it did. No, it didn't. Oh, that is not good. Okay, that was fine. I don't know what he was doing there. He's cooking. Cooking himself, maybe a little bit. A little bit. A little bit of sizzle. That was obvious. Alright, we just dropped this up top. Oh, we got a hit. Nice. Very cool. Oh, he got outplayed. He thought he was spicy with it. He thought he was spicy with it, my dudes. He, in fact, was not spicy with it. Why does he have poison? Can someone tell me why he doesn't have, like, Void or Earthquake or something like that? Bruh. Wait, am I yeah, I'm stupid. Maybe not entirely, though. If I can do this and not get poisoned. I'm definitely getting poisoned. What am I doing? Poison delivery, right? Oh. Summertime sadness. I honestly don't understand how we got this matchup. Like, this is what happens every time I play Balloon. I play into someone with 5 different answers to me for no reason in their deck. Legitimately, this guy had like 10 different answers in a deck that did not make sense. Probably, you know, if I rated his deck, it'd be like a 5. There's a Phoenix, a Rail Delivery, a Bomb Tower, a Firecracker. It just doesn't make sense. It's a 5, man. He plays against the building and automatically loses. Legitimately, he plays into a building and takes a loss. Because guess what? Poison isn't breaking through the building. Your Rail Hogs are directly into the building every time. Your Rail Delivery is not an offensive spell. Your Phoenix is not an offensive card. Your Log is not an offensive card. None of the Firecracker won't be able to break through the building because it'll lock onto the building and activate King Tower. This is literally a 5 out of 10 deck, and it only beats Lava Hound. Like, legitimately, it beats decks without buildings. That's it. F tier deck that he played. So, unfortunately, we did match into that. I can't even give you, like, a reliable rating on this because I don't play Lava Hound enough. I do know for a fact that there's a lot of mid-ladder decks that do beat this, though. If you match into someone with, like, Wizard, I guess you can void it. If you match into someone with a deck like the one that we just matched into, there's really nothing you can do. You just play as best you can and you'll lose, probably. But, yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't like Lava Hound. I usually stay away from it because of that reason right there. Not much I can do to win that game, no matter how much better I am or what I do. All right. So we have 27 win streak with this deck. It's just cause Evo Barrel, Evo Harry Potter. Okay, this looks spicy. This looks pretty spicy. I would rate the Lava Hound deck an 8 out of 10, but really bad at mid ladder, so like a 7 out of 10 there. Wizard is one of the best evolutions in the game right now. It is so strong. The fact that it ends up having extra survivability and also added offensive potential where it can break down whatever your opponent drops on top of it means that it is a phenomenal card to play. Like, easily one of the best cards in the game, or one of the best cards for you to use your evolution shards on. If you guys want a new evolution, the evolution wizard is really, 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 really good. It also only takes 1 cycle. So as long as it doesn't get nerfed again in the future, it will be the best. Well, one of the best options for you guys to choose. I don't think they're going to nerf it. I think they like it as it is. So we'll see. You want Mini P.E.K.K.A. and Skeleton Army and Zap. I do like the fact that we have like win conditions in this. We have Giant and we have Goblin Barrel. I mean, I don't think I would change much about this. We'll see how it plays though. I don't think I could make any adjustments to the deck. Maybe the Fireball, remove that and make some other change. But you need splash damage. You only have it with Wizard, so the Fireball's a nice complementary card. Possibly you put in Void instead of Fireball because Void is overpowered. But I don't dislike the deck at all. I think it's good. Right, Giant in the back and hover a Mini P.E.K.K.A. in case he goes Hog Rider or something to the right-hand side so we can fully counter it. He goes Phoenix, so that's 4 Elixir down the drain. Pretty good start for us, not going to lie. Giant into a Phoenix is like not something that we dislike seeing. It's actually pretty good for us. You can go Goblin Gang here and then Wizard, other side. Hopefully that's able to kill the Phoenix and not go into the P.E.K.K.A. Because we're trying to go for a really aggressive play here where we can go Goblin Barrel with the Wizard and then Skeleton Army on top of the P.E.K.K.A. It's going to be pretty lucky if it works out, but sometimes it will. So we're trying to just cheese him with Skeleton Army is what I'm trying to say here. I don't think he's going to be able to kill it. Oh, he does. That's really unfortunate. So he's got NATO. So he's got multiple spells in this deck, right? Looks like I lost. I should have dropped that directly on top of the P.E.K.K.A. instead of like off to the side. My bad. I messed this up. I also did not expect him to have multiple spells like that. My fault. It does happen sometimes where your opponent has Zap and Tornado. Wasn't really prepared for that, to be honest. I felt like what I did was the right play, but didn't get away with it. Feels bad, man. All right, he's laughing at us a little bit. It's still a winnable game, but not great. Not the nicest player. Yeah, he's going to have multiple spells. Like, this is a really, really bad matchup. Well, if you do play into P.E.K.K.A. with multiple small spells, you are probably going to take a loss. Like, it is just a tough matchup, to be honest. I play that pretty well. Great zap on my end, but maybe not enough. Okay, looks like this guy's not very good at the game, so there's a chance he loses, even with this matchup. That'd be hilarious, man. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, you have arrows, you got P.E.K.K.A., you got everything you need. If you lose this, that'd be pretty funny. Very possible. Very funny. You die. Oh. That Phoenix resurrecting was really unfortunate. Not that bad, though, he's doing that, though. Pretty funny that he's overcommitting like crazy. He's gonna arrows this, or NATO. NATO? Nice. This guy is really bad at the game. There's a chance we win. 2 fireballs and a zap. No, 2 fireballs, 2 zaps. Wow. Wow, dude. Wait, how's it looking at this emote that you don't have? Do you enjoy looking at an emote that you don't have? I think it's pretty cool. I enjoy it. I love when you look at this emote that you don't have, my guy. Yeah, so your deck isn't bad, man. Like, making a comeback in a situation where the guy has like P.E.K.K.A., Wizard Evolution, Tornado, and arrows, and he thought he won. Like, this is a terrible matchup, and we won. Your deck is really good. Honestly, like, this is a super cool deck. I'm going to rate it an 8.5. I'm actually rating this an 8.5, unironically. It's a great deck. Probably because Wizard Evolution's broken, but I think Giant's a strong card, and I like the concept because it's not anything I've seen before. You have Skeleton Army and also like Goblin Gang. It's almost like a Sparky deck, but instead of Sparky, you're going to have the reliability of Mini P.E.K.K.A. I don't know. It's basically Sparky. I think that there's been a Sparky in the mix of the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Your matchup against like Void Lava Hound is pretty bad. You'd probably lose to Void Lava Hound every time, but your deck is good. I'm super happy we beat that guy. Hell yeah. That's a W. Muhammad Ali says, pretend this is 500. Dude, it's $500 in my heart. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. You guys watching the stream as well, like, obviously when people do donate a lot of money, it's super, like, impactful for my stream. But you guys also just watching the stream, it makes this possible. So without you guys, just letting you guys know here, even without donating, you already make my day a lot better. So they just went over and beyond, like, a crazy amount, you know? So just know that you guys just being here makes me happy. What are are there any other decks? Gabriel says, hello, Jake. Triple Witch Gabriel here. Oh my gosh, dude, this is the GOAT. This is the GOAT. I don't know if y'all remember, But Gabriel gave us one of the most fun decks of all time. He won one of the previous series where I tested out decks. He had by far one of the most fun decks that I've ever played in my life. That being said, I think it probably worked really well because Dagger Duchess didn't do well in that meta where Triple Witch was spawning a lot of stuff. So you would overwhelm the opponent and then evolve skeletons and Triple Witch spawns would just win you the game. So his deck was really fun. All right, let's see what you cooked up this time because I am inspired by you. Every time I look at that deck, I'm like, this guy created uncontrollable chaos for real. All right, so we want to go and put in the Firecracker, E-Dragon. I don't know if I like E-Dragon, but I'll trust you, man. I'll trust you. Even if you gave me a deck with like 0 win conditions, I'd play it because of who you are. You freaking maniac. You're one of the few people I would actually trust for the craziest decks in the world. All right, so we have Eagle. You despicable human being. How have you devolved to this? How have you devolved to this? My guy. He went from Triple Witch Mayhem to mashing together a Battle Healer Elixir Golem deck. What the heck? Dude, I haven't seen Battle Healer and Elixir Golem deck in a long time. You're saying Tornado or Rage? I think Tornado is better. Yeah, I think Tornado is more versatile and it allows me to activate King Tower. I think it's better. Yeah, I think it's definitely better. I mean, Rage allows you to be more aggressive and allows you to cycle more frequently, but for my personal preference and how I like to play Clash Royale, Tornado is my go-to for sure. I think if you have good mechanics, Tornado is almost always included in your deck if you are given the option to, in a situation where you have cards that synergize well with it, like an Electric Dragon. So I'm sure you guys know this, but with Elixir Golem, you never start off the game with Elixir Golem unless you're crazy. Okay, this guy's crazy. You wait for your opponent to make the play, and then you figure out what they're going to do, and then you attack them afterwards. So, like, him dropping the Mega Knight there is insane. That's just actually insane. He's a psychopath. He is a savage. So, yeah, he's going to go Bats. Hopefully he doesn't support them. If he just lets them go, that'd be huge. Of course, he supports them. Feels bad, man. Go Battle Healer here, and then let's go Goblin Curve. We can just gobble up his Skellies real quick for the one time. That'd be kind of cool. We can go Electric Dragon. Let's Battle Healer. You have his Goblins on the left. This is pretty cool. Very nice. Very, very nice. Rage might have worked better in this specific point, but I mean, that was an insane Goblin Curse. Not gonna lie, that was pretty crazy. That was clutch. No, I messed up. Oops. I will protect the tower. Probably not worth it though. Not a lot of elixir. Elixir. Alright, so this is one of those matchups where you just win because you Battle Healer with an Elixir Golem and they can't really do much. So. Nice. See, like, he tried to all-in me, but I just NATO'd it. I was like, I don't care about the tower. I only just care about not getting 3 crown because that's the only way I'm losing. He knew that that was what he had to do, and he's just, like, not going to accomplish it anymore. So what you want to do with Elixir Golem against Mega Knight is you stack up an Electric Dragon, Battle Healer, Elixir Golem, and then you win the game because the Mega Knight doesn't have enough damage per second to kill it. It's just actually not possible. It is impossible for him to win this game. Which is a pretty cool thing to think about. If you are me. Alright, so we're going to drop our Electric Dragon in the back on the same side as the Inferno Dragon. We're going to get ready to go. We're getting riled up out here. We're going to go and drop some recruits as well, because might as well. Some Battle Healer up in here. First. Do a little bit more damage. Get our Elixir Golem going, because we have the ability to. And then we can cycle a couple Electric Dragons if we want. Might be better to Firecracker and NATO, honestly. Guaranteed kill the Skellies. That's game. As you can see, this is pretty unfair. Like, it's not necessarily possible for people to win against this because they can't kill the Electro Dragon. So if you look at his deck, he's going to have Inferno Dragon and he'll have like goblins. They just die to spells and then the Inferno Dragon gets reset. So it is impossible for him to kill Electro Dragon. So you counter their entire deck with one card and you figure out what can they not kill? Oh, it's this thing. What do? I cycle this thing, but in a mechanism that you can keep it alive. You drop it with Battle Healer, you drop it with Elixir Golem, you have this proper support, you have the Elixir, and you instantly win the game. So that's a cool thing with Elixir Golem decks. This is like a solid deck. This is very dirty. Oh man, this is just so dirty. I honestly, I don't like Evo Firecracker in there, to be real. If I'm being real with you, I still, like, I understand that you want to bait out arrows and stuff, but maybe you bait out arrows and logs with the Elixir Golem blobs because they try to kill the Elixir Golem blobs as much as they can or kill the Night Witch. So maybe it makes sense. Like, I don't doubt you. You built an amazing deck last time. This deck, if I played it more, I probably like it even more than I do. I'm going to give it an 8.5. It's insane. This is another dirty deck, dude. And again, he said Rage instead of Tornado. Gabriel is always out here cooking up the best decks in the game. So thank you, Gabriel, for blessing us with another fun deck. I feel like I should be donating to you and paying you for these content advices. So thank you. All right, so official Robster. I really thought your name was Mark Rober for a second. I don't know why. Whenever I see Mark Rober's content, I remind myself of how I got robbed at a claw machine and spent $60 and got nothing. And I was just like, I will never do this again. But I also really wanted a prize. And then I just felt awful. It was legitimately the worst experience. Like, it was one of the worst experiences ever. I've never felt so foolish in my life. That was, you guys probably had that, right? Where you just make one purchase in your life that you're like, this feels so dumb, but I'm doing it anyway. And then you do it and you're like, yep, I was dumb. And then it just sinks in. Your stupidity sinks in and you realize the fully formed stupid that is yourself. I think that was one of the most disappointing moments of my life. I looked at myself and my friends were laughing at me. They're like, you're an idiot. I'm like, I know. We should have went bowling. By the way, I can't wait to go bowling again. Shout out to the guy that's hitting a 300 right now, hopefully. And if not, then you'll get it next time, brother. I have faith. If you're aiming for 300, you're probably good enough to get it. Unless you're me and you're like, I'm going to hit a 300. I'm a memer. And then you hit all gutter balls. All right, so let's go bowler in spirit of gutter balling. And then executioner, fisherman. Please. Please, he says. I got you. And we got executioner. Wait, why do we not have NATO in here, brother man? Why do we not have NATO in here? Brother man, you're telling me we're to put in a fisherman instead of a tornado and we have no spells. Oh my gosh, this is a little bit of a painful deck, bro. A little bit of a painful deck. We have no tornado. All right, so says Mother Witch, Bowler, Executioner, Fisherman. All right. Evo Ice Spirit, Inferno Dragon, Mother Witch, Bowler, Executioner, Fisherman. You don't have a win condition, Robster. You don't have a win condition. Robster, let me know what the win condition in your deck is, because I don't see it. I'm missing a card, too. Evo Ice Spirit, Evo Recruits, Inferno Dragon, Mother Witch, Bowler, oh, but never mind. Yeah, I see your deck. I see your deck. It actually had Executioner in there without Tornado. I wanted to believe that you had a win condition and you mistyped, but you did not mistype. This was your deck. Okay, so this should be a Tornado, 100%. And then you should have a win condition here like Evo Battle Ram. And then your deck's fine. That's it. Evo Wall Breakers, Evo Battle Ram, sure. Tornado, Evo Battle Ram, Evo Wall Breakers. All right, cool. Then your deck would work somewhat. Or Evo Drill. Oh my gosh, Evo Drill, Evo Drill. Bro, Evo Drill in here and then Tornado. Oh my gosh, this deck would slap. It would be so scary to play against. But right now, we have a shadow of the deck. This is not it. Your deck is like a 5, but it could be like an 8 or a 9. If you have a Tornado in there. And an Evo Drill. But it should be two changes. A win condition and then Tornado. I'm going to give you flexibility with win condition, all right? But you need a win condition. This is not good. Like, we can maybe win with recruits because the person has Cannoneer. I don't understand. Y'all have insane luck. Whenever you give me a deck that should not work, we get the one tower that allows your deck to work. Legitimately, I should not be playing against Cannoneer right now. I don't deserve this. I should be playing against something I can't beat. Clash Royale's trying to cook the opponents right now. They're on too many wins. Clash Royale's like, you got to spend more money to compete with us. It's so funny. Sacrifice the ice spirit. Yeah, it's such a bad feeling when that thing explodes on my tower. It's so broken. Everyone that says Demolisher isn't good is wrong. I also can't believe you guys haven't been suggesting Demolisher. I understand why you guys haven't been suggesting this machine, but Demolisher hasn't been suggested once from you guys in the decks that I've been playing. Kind of crazy. S tier card right now still. Even after multiple nerfs, it's still super, super good. Alright, we're gonna Mother Witch in the back, and then hopefully he doesn't activate King Tower. Sometimes the bowler walks up and activates King Tower. It's a very bad feeling. I should stop doing that, else I make you predict. I don't know when. Alright, we'll go Executioner here. Oh, we do not kill that, do we? Oh, not even close. See how dumb that card is? It's really, really hard to counter. You're almost better off not dropping anything sometimes. Okay, so the recruit does hit the tower for something, but not great. Jump, 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 jump. Alright, we're just going to do that, because I think this will full counter it. And then we can go Executioner here. We have a lot of thick cards in our deck, but they're not, like, good thick cards, if you know what I mean. They're not cards I would invite to my birthday party. Okay. We're kind of in a bad spot, honestly. What was that Mother Witch? I don't know what I was trying to do there. Trying to get everything fireballed, apparently. Okay. Okay. Definitely not bad. We're doing something, maybe. What's this Evo Ice Spirit even supposed to do for me? Bruh. You, like, get an Evo Ice Spirit by, like, someone gifting you a pass round and you just had to put it in your deck? I think that's what happened. I'm trying to theory craft why it's in your deck. It doesn't even make sense. This guy is, like, having a fireball cycle me the entire time. He's probably so annoyed with me. He's like, Jake, stop this. Stop the madness. Alright. I guess the Evo Ice Spirit, or like the Ice Spirit's good to cycle, so then the Mortar gets distracted a little bit, right? Good for that, maybe. The Inferno Dragon win this interaction, or not? Oh, it's gonna get targeted. Never mind. Really bad. This is so annoying. I can't do anything. I don't have a Wing Condition. Like, what am I supposed to do? Without a Wing Condition, I can't apply pressure. I'm just sitting here the entire time hoping that my opponent doesn't kill me. Isn't that a bad feeling, man? Pretty bad feeling if you're asking me. Maybe you enjoy that. Maybe you enjoy pain and suffering. I do not. I really just, I don't like losing when I can't do anything. Oh, gee, man. Like, I'm sitting here, like, unable to do anything but draw out the game. That's the issue with your deck. It's like a F tier deck. It's like a 4 for me. If I were to rate it, it'd honestly be worse than what I gave it originally. It's like a 4. 4 out of 10 for sure. You can't have a deck that doesn't have a Wing Condition. You gotta have something. You gotta have a way for me to win the game, dude. Without a way to win, I can't win. The best I can do is hope for a draw. And that there's no draw. You just lose by lowest tower health. So this is the reason. The only reason I played this was because it was a dono. I think for the rest of the stream, I will not play decks that don't have Wing Conditions, even if it's a dono. You have to put Goblin Drill or Evil Wall Breakers or Battle Ram Evolution or even a non-evolved card over the Ice Spirit. That's a Wing Condition, and the deck would be so much better. So much better. It would be actually playable. Even in the face of a deck that had Cannoneer, we still lost, which is crazy. Love the videos, man. Can you run Hog, Cage, Freeze deck from recent video? I'm trying to get better with it by watching more of it. All right, I will play that. I'm trying to not play unoriginal decks, but I will do that. Thank you for the dono. It's this one, right? Hog Rider Valkyrie. I'll also post the link for this in the pinned comment if you guys haven't seen the video. Very good deck. Like I don't know, a 9 out of 10 for me. It's pretty strong. I think it's like one of the better decks in Clash Royale right now. Very, 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 very good deck. One of the highest rated decks in the game. One of the best decks to play. Kind of beats everything in Clash Royale when you play it correctly, which is a cool concept because there's not too many decks in the game that allow you to beat everything if you're good at the game. There really aren't that many decks in Clash Royale that allow you to do that. And this is one of them. It beats pretty much everything in the meta if you're good at the game. But if you're not good at the game, you're going to lose. It's kind of like one of those situations where it gives you an even all-around matchup against everything. So it can't really get hard countered, if that makes sense. And then it will give you really good matchups if you ever play into a Sparky or if you play into something where, you know, yeah, stuff like that. All right, so we're doing this. We're doing Hog Rider. We're going to go for Inferno Dragon. We want Inferno Dragon. Valkyrie Evo Bomber. It's weird because the artwork changes. So, like, I'm looking at a picture of the deck, and, yeah, it's definitely different than what I was looking at. The artwork. Goblin Cage. And then we're missing one more card, which should be Inferno Dragon. Where's the green little goblin guy? All right, there he is. This is the deck. I'll post this in the pinned comment if you guys want to watch more of this. So that in addition with the Magic Archer deck that I played the very first game of the day. These are both phenomenal decks that I would highly recommend you guys to play. Okay, so not a great start, but it is winnable. Gonna freeze. Hit all the bats. Showcasing that makes me a little bit sad. I don't really like showcasing that I have freeze in the deck early on, but it is a necessity sometimes. We're going to go for a Hog Rider here. We do have the Bomber cycled, so that's good for us. We're going to have Mini P.E.K.K.A, and he is also going to fully deny this. He should have just been better at the game, but, you know, I can't really say that. I messed up as well. He should have just dropped the log, and there shouldn't have dropped the log. Log was not a necessity. So, again, he's going to have Royal Hogs, so not a bad matchup for us. We're going to Arrows on the Firecracker instantaneously. When he goes Royal Hogs, we're going to go Cage, and we're also going to drop a Bomber. This should be able to pull everything. I played this really well. And then if we can counter all the piggies, then we won't take that much damage from the bats, if any at all. When I drop a Hog Rider in front of this, one of the big benefits of running Goblin Cage is you can throw a Hog Rider in front of it and get value and possibly freeze if your opponent's down Elixir. Or the Goblin Cage does enough damage to their counter-pushing cards, so then they don't get damage on the counter-push. So that's just another big benefit of this deck, is like all the cards that you defend with give you counter-pushing value. I super, super like that. So this guy keeps chirping. We're going to mute him so you guys don't have to suffer through this game. We're going to Valkyrie in the back because it's a pretty nice card to cycle. We're Barbro here to take 0 damage. We're going to hover our Goblin Cage in case he wants to go in. If not, then it's fine. Inferno Dragon on this. Keep going. Let's go Arrows. And then I think we're in a good spot to just freeze potentially. Or go Cage. And then freeze. Yeah, I think we have to freeze. Otherwise we lose the bats, right? Can we pull them back? No, not quite. They did a lot of damage. Anyway, we're still in a decent spot. Not the worst thing in the world. Probably go Mini P.E.K.K.A on this and we'll go Bomber on it. Yep. We get a couple hits. Very cool. Tornado so we can kill that. And then Barbaro should be able to finish it off. Might even freeze on a Mini P.E.K.K.A. We're feeling spicy today. We are. Oh, if that Valkyrie stayed alive, we would have won the game. Not even a joke. We would have won the game. Happens, right? Sometimes you just get a little bit unlucky. I thought the Bomber would stay alive. Did not. All right. A lot of counter pushing stuff, so that's huge. I think we're just going to freeze with this on the Mini P.E.K.K.A. No, I messed up. I have to freeze on defense, probably. It's going to be a tough defense, guys. Oh, perfect. I play that so well. I play that so freaking well, guys. Best freeze ever. I don't think that hits. Should be able to freeze on his mini P.E.K.K.A. or whatever he drops. That's game. GG. Alright. Cool. Gonna spam a few of these emotes at him just because, you know, he's not like the nicest dude we've ever played against in the game. Very glad we beat him. This deck is super good, by the way. I didn't play very well and it still carried me. As you guys can see, you have nice availability of defense with the Royal Hogs counters, with the Bomber, and also the Valkyrie. That also works against Royal Recruits. It works really well against all of the bait decks in the game. It beats Mega Knight really well since you have Inferno Dragon, Valkyrie, and then Goblin Cage. Like, pretty much everything in the meta kind of gets countered by this deck. Goblin Drill gets countered by this deck super, super well, which is the most played deck in the game. So I would highly recommend to play this. If you guys haven't already, the video will be in the pinned comment. Check it out if you haven't. And then, yeah, there's another deck with Valkyrie in the pinned comment as well. There's a couple good ones that I would really, really recommend playing. Because I play them all the time. I push up ladder with them. They're just good. All right, so there's some other decks. Neil says, can you play my deck? Evas and Spell but are up to you, but Mortar is a must. Mortar, Skeletons, Hog Rider, Valkyrie, Musketeers, Zap, Void, Bats. All right, I'll just play the deck as is. Whatever you suggested, my dude. Again, we only have around 30 minutes left over, and then we will leave for the day. Hopefully, we can get some really, really good games in there. I guess maybe 18 minutes. So we got to start hurrying, guys. We got to start playing the rest of these games real quick. Where's Mortar? Why can't I find it? Am I really that dumb? Where's the Mortar? Is it? Okay. Not ruin that deck because I kind of like that deck. Let's ruin this one. I really like Elixir. Elixir one's pretty easy to play. What do we want to ruin? Let's ruin this. The first card that we're looking for is a Mortar. Where is the Mortar? All right, there it is. We're looking at Mortar Evolution. We're looking at Skeleton's Evolution. And then we're looking at Hog Rider, Valkyrie, Musketeer. Respectable, respectable. I think Musketeer is a kind of underplayed and underserved card. It definitely is a very strong card with the right support, but it's not like S tier. It's like a B tier card where there's other options like Little Prince, Archer Queen that give you faster cycle, Dark Goblin that gives you more damage per second. Options like that are just overshadowing it a bit. Void Bats. All right, so let's test it out. Let's see how it goes. I think you could run Valkyrie Evolution in this deck too, and that works fine. Oh, you said Evos are up to you. I'd probably run Evo Valk, honestly, in the deck. I just like Evo Valk a lot right now in the meta. It's super, super strong. The fact that this guy is going to be playing a Dire Duchess means that I'll probably beat him regardless of what I do. But maybe that's just me being cocky. This guy also probably has Elixir Golem, actually, so maybe I won't win regardless of what I do. I'm going to try to zap when the wizard's like closer to our tower so we can delay it from getting the shots. So then it's going to get stunned on our side, so our Princess Tower is able to get more damage on it. It's just better to do it that way. Don't zap before it crosses the river is basically what I'm trying to say. Ooh, he's got P.E.K.K.A. Not great for us. All right, so this is winnable if I play well. It's just a tough matchup. The thing that I do like about this is the fact... Okay, well, I do like that too. Thank you. Go Mortar. Cool. Everything. And then possibly just defend the P.E.K.K.A. with the bats. Is that really not going to get pulled? Is that actually not going to get pulled? I might have lost the game. Unless these... Okay. Very, very, very lucky he didn't zap me. I don't know what happened there, but he just did not zap me. That's whack. All right, so he's going to take damage from this hog. How many hits? Avoiding it. Wow. Wow, that damage is unavoidable, literally. All right, so... What can we do here? if we can go in for an aggressive play, maybe go in for a mortar, that would be marvelous. Generally, the way that you want to play this is go for a split skeletons and get the skeletons evolution, then mortar and hog rider at the same time to apply maximum pressure. But if he does something dumb like that, I'm pretty confident that we can just use Evo skellies on defense and get away with that. So he might have just lost. He'll go wizard and we'll avoid it. Yep, this is an easy prediction. Like, I knew he was going to do that because that was his only answer. What does he do? Little Prince on the bats and then die to... Yeah, he's going to die to Evo skellies, I'm pretty sure. Very tough for him to defend this. Because then the goblins as well, right? Yeah, it's a dead P.E.K.K.A. Do we kill Little Prince? I think so. Nice. I love the Evo Mortar on defense too, so I like cycling it kind of like here or in the middle, not off to the side, right? Anyway, he's going to have Battle Ram, so I'm pretty confident that we win this. All I have to do is cycle more mortars. Even if he voids, it's fine. Maybe not the best decision of my life, but it's fine. The dead row ghost. Interessant. Alright. No P.E.K.K.A, so we're gonna go skellies. Oh. Not the right placement, bro. Wait, my musketeer's level 14, isn't it? That's pretty funny. This mortar dying is sad, but it is a necessity, I think. Alright, can we do something like this? He's gonna arrows this, right? Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Alright, we're going in because I think we get a couple hog hits. Maybe 2. We're lucky. This matchup is not great at this point. You don't want to lose a tower when you're running this type of deck. You don't have a drill or something. That was a really good zap. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I hit the P.E.K.K.A as well. Oh, this is kind of tough. Yeah, they lose. Kind of a tough situation to be in when you're playing against someone with this type of deck where they have decent answers to your P.E.K.K.A counters. Like, I don't know, the wizard and then the small spells. Pretty annoying. It's hard for us to break through. I think Evo Valk might have helped, but P.E.K.K.A is a pretty big answer to us. Definitely a hard counter. It is what it is. I do think that your deck is pretty good. I think mechanically, the way I should have played the game is I don't lose a tower. If you lose a tower in that matchup, it becomes a really bad matchup. If you do lose a tower, like, you're going to probably lose the game. But if you don't lose a tower, you're probably going to win. So that was more so on my end. I should have played safer and not tried to tower trade as much, because tower trading really benefited our opponent. Even though I was winning the game in aggregate damage, he was able to easily make a comeback because I can't break through a P.E.K.K.A when he cycles a P.E.K.K.A protecting the tower. I don't have any way of chipping through. Also, level 14 musketeer might have made a little bit of difference, but it is what it is. Thanks for playing that deck Lost to Hogs today, says Chris. Yeah, dude, I'm glad that might be able to help you. Using freeze on defense is not something that you have to be scared about. You can use freeze on defense. The main thing with that Goblin Cage deck is cycling your Goblin Cage a little bit more passively and really relying on the Goblin Cage Brawler for counter push. When the Goblin Cage Brawler kills something and you defend with a Hog Rider, you throw a Hog Rider in front, sorry. You defend with Goblin Cage, throw a Hog Rider in front. Works pretty well. Can you try my deck? Tesla, Evo, Firecracker, Goblin Drill, Mighty Miner, Log, Dark Prince, Ice Spirit, Zap. Yeah, I can check it out. I think we have really gone sideways today. I said I was gonna hopefully push up. I think we've gone sideways. This is fine. You know, it's respectable. It's commendable. We're still trying our hardest. Trying a lot of different decks. We got Goblin Drill, Mighty Miner, Log, Dark Prince. Go quick. Let's go quick. Let's try to get as many games as we can. We're going fast right now. We're looking for it. Mighty Miner. We want Dark Prince. There it is. Wow, we're moving fast out here. We want Goblin Drill as well. Is what you said. Where it at? Where it at? Where it at? Where it at? Using our fast speedy reflexes, hopefully. Oh, it's one of the boosted cards. Like, why could I not find it? How could I ever fail myself like that? Usually don't mess up like this. And then we want one more card, which was Firecracker, Log, Ice Spirit, Dark Prince, Zap. I removed the Zap, that's why. Alright, here's your deck. So, right out of the gate, I don't like the Evo Firecracker. I'm just not a huge fan of Evo Firecracker in general. I think it's like a bad card. Out of all the evolutions, I think the Evo Firecracker is probably one of the worst ones. It just gets arrowed all the time. Yeah, unless you're running like another arrow bait card or a lot of other arrow bait cards, it's not worth. Firecracker by itself is an okay card. Like, I just don't love the evolution that much. Nickel in the back is kind of a sociopath move. Like, you just don't care. Psychopath, I don't know. I don't know the difference, really. Well, I did remember the difference, and now I don't anymore. I'm a failure. Anyway, we can go Dark Prince into this. We can go Mighty Miner into this. There's a lot of different things we can do. Dark Prince here, and let's go Mighty Miner here. Beautiful. That's the reason we drop our Dark Prince there. Flash damage. We could zap that. I just don't think it's worth. Letting it go is better. It's an Inferno Tower. We don't have Zap Evolution anyway. Alright, so I think I win. I have Log and Zap, and we're playing against Log Bait, so that's a huge win. The Goblin Drill Evolution is nice. This deck, it would be way better if you had it, honestly, over the Firecracker. Firecracker is fine. Don't like the version that you have. Okay, this is also hilarious that we have Zap because most people are not anticipating it. They're like, Skeleton Army, full counters, and then it doesn't. And you're like, what? We're going to take so much damage. Fucked. Well played by the opponent, I guess. I think the Dark Prince does kill the Dark Goblin. That was a really good sack of the Ice Spirit on our end. Remember, I'm pretty confident that this guy relies heavily on Skeleton Army on defense, so we're just going to zap it again. Okay, never mind. Does he predict the Firecracker at the river? I mean, it should be really easy to predict this. I don't think he does, though. I think he's lost in the sauce. Go, Princess. Oh, I got you with the predictions, but you don't got me with the predictions. How does that make you feel, brother man? I got you. He's going to Skeleton Army. We could zap it, or we could Mighty Miner Bomb. Or we could just do nothing. Not going to. Kind of surprised he did nothing. Skeleton Army, maybe? Our Goblin dies. Very good. That was huge. That was not supposed to happen. Nice. This is going to be painful for our opponent if he doesn't arrows. But everyone's got arrows at lower levels. At lower level of gameplay, like this level, like I'm not top 2000 anymore, people are just always packing arrows. Also, you can determine where that's going to be by looking at the evolution thing. You could see like the evolution purple. It was in front of the tower, so I knew it was going to be there. Just something to keep in mind. If you don't know, now you know. What is that? That was dumb. I screwed up. You should Skeleton Army this. Oh, I'm throwing. Oh, I'm actually dead. How am I not dead? I played like trash. I played so poorly. I deserve to lose. I don't know if you guys ever thought that way before. You're like, wow, how am I still in the game? I played so poorly. And you remember that you have a good matchup, and you're like, well, that makes sense. I guess he does have arrows, which is a bit of annoying. Use these arrows. Evo Tesla doesn't do too much for me here, eh? Doesn't feel that good. Am I just dead? This is the evil one. Yeah, it just spawns up and does damage every time. It's like undeniable. The Evo drill, even into a Dark Prince, is just so much better than the regular drill. But yeah, if you are running other evolutions like Evo Firecracker, it's not as good actually. Despite us seemingly have a better matchup than our opponent, because we had Zap for the Skeleton Army, I'd much rather actually have Evo Drill over Evo Firecracker. Like, the Evo Firecracker doesn't make that big of a deal. It just got arrowed every time, right? It got arrowed every time. And then we had counters for the Drill, right? We had the Dark Prince. But because he had an evolved version that we couldn't counter with the Dark Prince, it's more annoying. The Evo Firecracker dies to arrows. Evo Goblin Drill does not die to Dark Prince. So there you go. Case in point why you play Evo Drill over Evo Firecracker. Evo Firecracker, I think it sucks. Straight up. Aggression always wins, says USA. Evo Recruits, Evo Drill, Skeleton Barrel, Wall Breakers, Royal Delivery, Executioner, Tornado, Dark Goblin. I actually really like this deck. I actually really, really like this. All right, so got Evo Recruits up in here. Where they at? Where they at? Evo Drill, Evo Skeleton Barrel. Very nice. Oh, I said Evo Skeleton Barrel, but there's no such thing as Evo Skeleton Barrel, guys. I'm sorry to disappoint y'all. I might have leaked a new Clash Royale card. You guys can clip me, send it to Supercell. They'll be like, how dare he? He predicted the future. Ban him from the creator program. Hopefully they never do that, but that would be funny. I feel like they haven't banned anyone from the creator program in Clash Royale that I know of, besides Invader. And then he'll probably get it back. Hopefully. I like him. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. We want Dark Goblin, we want NATO, we want Executioner. We don't have Executioner. Yeah. I guess like Ian got banned for like, I don't know how long, like maybe 3 months because his editor threw out a video that he shouldn't have. That's the thing. If you have editors or people in charge of your content and they publish videos for you directly, like you aren't in charge of your thumbnails or titles, and then you aren't in charge of like your posting. So if they do a mistake and they like post a video before it's supposed to get released, and you have a sponsorship or you have like some deadline that Supercell gives you that you can't publish like new content on a very new card before it's released, then you're gonna get in trouble. And then the editor or whatever is just gonna be like, oops, sorry, my bad. But like the sword doesn't fall on them, it falls on you. So you kind of have to be like really like monitoring your own stuff. At least for me, I don't feel comfortable like having other people do that, because if I lost like a really important deal, or if I lost something super important to me, like, you know, having access to new cards or access to stuff, I guess the new cards don't really matter that much to me on second thought. But like, yeah, if it was just like a sponsorship with Samsung or a sponsorship with AT&T or a sponsorship that was huge, and then someone like released some detail about the event that I'm about to do beforehand, that I would get in serious trouble and they would never invite me again to it. So yeah, it's important to realize that there's a lot of stuff where if you release things before they're supposed to get released, you get in huge trouble. I remember a while back, I think Fnatic had some thing built in their contract where it was like a $5,000 fine, and I was like, oh my gosh, if I slip up and say the wrong thing, or if I do the wrong thing and I like release some detail before it's ready, like $5,000 is so much money. Like I'm bankrupt, bro. It was so funny. It was like, okay, well, that's a good incentive to never mess that up. That's all I need. Wait, did the delivery hit the drill, if you guys can see that? Aggression always wins is the title of the deck, and I feel like aggression is winning, but it's maybe not us. Okay. Go Skeleton Barrel here just to cycle to our recruits. Want to go recruits plus drill as our main combo. This is just to bait out extra elixir. Yeah, we baited out 5 elixir there with a 3 elixir barrel that he probably would have ignored. Alright, we're going to go mostly drill recruits wall breakers left side, and then use our Dark Goblin to snipe that. This should work out, I think. He thinks. Oh, this is probably bad. I should have dropped it in a different spot. That's going to activate King. I'm pretty confident it does. Yeah, it activates King, right? Not the right placement. Oh, not yet. Maybe it will soon. Oh, it doesn't. That's hilarious. Usually it does. Oh, it does. I lose. I'm dumb. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I done messed up at Aaron. And then he's got poison. Man, I really do think Demolisher is so obnoxious. Like, you guys just haven't given me the stupid Demolisher, and I really want it in my deck. I do think it's just better than most of the other cards right now in the game with Drill. I think it's such a good card. The deck that he's playing is like a top 1 deck or top 2 deck in the world, though it's obviously better than this. But your deck is good. It's just not one of the best decks in the world, right? The fact that he's running it is annoying. He's got a super fast cycle, so he's able to cycle more drills than us. He also has poison, so when we go in for recruits on defense, he just poisons them. Hard to make this work. We're going to spam everything that we own, though. See how it goes. As you can see, this Dark Goblin's putting in a lot of damage, but it's just going to die. Slightly unfortunate, you know? Maybe not even slightly. We have to continuously go on the left side. We're not allowed to go on the right side anymore. Otherwise, we will lose the game. Gonna have Evo Tesla. Should just defend everything because it's broken. Yeah, I wish you didn't have Evo Tesla with this, but there's nothing I can do. Just a bad matchup. Jump on to the next one. I do think your deck is good. It's not good into this. You're not going to win a mirror matchup against the better version of your deck. Or a deck that's better equipped to deal with you. I'll play it again, I think. I don't think that was a really fair representation. Running into the #1 deck in the game right now in the world, or one of the top decks in the world, is just like not very cool. A guy was not, he was just a fun killer. You know, he didn't want us to enjoy our games. He's just running the best deck in the game. Or one of the best decks in the game. Even if we run into bowler like this guy that's from a top 300 player, it's way better for us to match into this than what happened in the last game. Last game was just really unlucky. It happens, though. Alright, so yeah, we can probably defend this with a Skeleton Barrel on the left into the Electro Dragon, or we could just Dark Goblin on. I want a Royal Delivery on top of the bowler for sure. And drop it in the back as well, so then the bowler doesn't hit our tower. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go Dark Goblin here. And then NATO it back. Pretty good play from our opponent. We're hoping that we can target the skeletons. Not the best for us, but not the worst. Both wall breakers should connect. A lot of damage to the knight, so that I don't have to respond to it. So I take that. I'm going to go drill on the right-hand side just to cycle. We're trying to get to a drill evolution, ideally. Our strategy right now is going to be cycling the recruits directly on top of the bowler. We're going to be 2 cards away from the drill evolution then. No, 3 cards. We'll not get back to it yet. Dark Goblin? Probably not. Well, yeah, actually I can. I can Dark Goblin. I think that will be fun. It will kill the bowler. And then I'll still have the recruits in cycle with the rest of this stuff. Actually, screw it. We can do this in NATO. This is probably better. Yeah, screw it. We're going to do this in NATO because he doesn't have bowler in cycle. Nice. Beautiful gameplay on our end. We just outplayed him. Let's go, guys. But yeah, your deck works pretty well into bowlers. It works really well into other stuff. Just into the super cycle matchup, drill versus drill, you're not going to win. So just think about it from that perspective. Your deck is not bad. It just doesn't beat the mirror matchup, which, you know, it's okay. It happens. You're not going to be able to beat every deck in the game. Every deck has a weakness. We're going to go Skeleton Barrel here. Delivery. NATO, maybe, if we're lucky. Definitely going to NATO us. Oops. Messed that up. If I hit the NATO, I could have probably been okay there. Hard to say, though. Oh, this is going to be funny. I think the wall breaker might connect. No, it didn't. Alright, I'm going to use Dark Goblin on defense, and I think I'm going to be okay. Yeah, you can't even freeze that. We're fine. It's a really aggressive play, but it's the right play, I think. Look at that. Dude, look at that play, guys. Look at that executioner. Dang. Yo, guys. That was cool. We used our opponent's tornado and then tornadoed with our executioner. That was a double whammy tornado. That was the twin tornado. Let's go. That was easily one of the coolest card combinations that we've done in a long time to win the game. There's no way he expected me to use my anti-air card on offense there. We just beat a rank 300 player. Super cool. That was easily one of the coolest card combination offensive plays that we've done ever. That didn't work. We're here. We dropped our Dark Goblin. Let's just break it down again. Dark Goblin on defense to connect with the balloon. Then we Goblin Drill on defense if the Electro Dragon targets that. Notice how the Electro Dragon is always targeting the Goblins. Dark Goblin kills the Electro Dragon. Then notice this. This is awesome. He NATOs. We get the Executioner onto the Inferno Dragon. We reset the Inferno Dragon. Then we get the Executioner to get 3 hits. Dude. 3 hits on the tower there. Insane. Insane. Sure, we would have done some damage with the drill anyway. We probably would have won the game regardless. But very cool way to close out the game. Very, very nice. As I said before, I knew the deck was good, so I wanted to give it another run. We did beat a rank 364 player in the world. Very good player. And winning that was cool. You know, anyone that's able to... Where is it? Yeah. Anyone that's able to get 364 in the world is definitely good at the game. So winning against them, even though they have Bowler, is a beautiful way to win. So thank you, man. Thank you for the deck and cool stuff. I'd rate it an 8 out of 10, maybe 7.5. Maybe an 8 is just a little bit too high. It does lose against all the other Evo Drill decks in the game because your cycle's slower and you don't have a big spell. But in most other decks in the game that are not running Evo Drill, you have a good matchup. You don't have a counter to Evo Drill, so you're just going to lose every time to those. All right, we have time for about 1 or 2 more decks, guys, and then we will end the day. Raphael says, Evo Skeletons, Evo Knight, Royal Hogs, Mega Knight, Goblin Gang, Firecracker, Tesla Arrows, Definition of Mid-Ladder. I love your vids. I think I will play it. There's going to be 2 out of the 3 decks. Yeah, we'll try 3 more decks, actually. 3 more decks, and then we'll go. 2 more decks, 3 more decks. Yeah, it depends how much time we have. All right. So we got Evo Skellies here. Evo Knight. Royal Hogs, where are we at? Where are we at? We're trying to speed run here. We're trying to speed run. No mediocre. Where are they at? We want Mega Knight and Goblin Gang in the same deck? Dang. With this card combination, you're going wild, my guy. I just got rid of Royal Hogs. I didn't mean to. A little bit of a stupid sir sometimes. Just a little bit. We want Tesla and we want arrows. And then we want Firecracker. All right, there's your deck. Get it. Yo, let's go. Also, USA, thank you for the deck, man. It was a cool one. It was a fun one. A train from Storm Fathers. So we're on a train for this spy's pain by spamming as many goblins as we can and skellies. Spam train. Okay, not really a spam train directly into the Skeleton King. That was bad. Truly did not expect that to be the case, but it is what it is. If we can just drop a Mega Knight before it pops its ability, that's cool. Alright. Interesting ability. I think it will work out decently for him, but fortunately it did connect to our tower, so that's what we were going for. Get a Knight down here, that'd be cool. Knight and Mega Knight, they're working in together on the same team. Alright, killing that cannon card is okay. Don't know if the Knight was good though. Did break down the cannon card on our opponent's side of the map, so we get that, but yeah, I think it's better because then the cannon cart might have gotten near our tower, which would have been worse. I think it's okay. I think it's fine because we didn't get much out of it, but he also got nothing out of it too. We're gonna try to go other side so then we can get damage on the side that we want to go towards. A good Firecracker on this, not bad. It's not great. It's like 1 hit on the tower. That's actually really good. I'm just underselling the Firecracker. She's pretty strong. All right, good goblin gang if we're able to kill the archers and force that extra elixir, because those spear goblins are about to hit your tower. You have to respond to that. Bad gameplay. It's bad gameplay, brother man. That's bad gameplay, brother man. Also, Evo Tesla is broken. I don't know why. Like, out of all the cards that you are playing, it's criminal. Criminal. Not be playing Evo Tesla, my god. Actually criminal. Straight up preposterous. Preposterous? Yeah, something like that. Preposterous! I said it correctly once. Eventually. Alright, I don't have much elixir. This is kind of okay for us. If this locks tower and then we firecracker, that might hit his tower and hurt him. Yeah, it's pretty good. It might activate King Tower now, though. Never mind. I felt like a maniac. That was not it, dude. That was really bad for you. And then the Spear Goblin does get a hit on the tower, too. Very cool. That was awesome. All right, he's going to have a Mortar, so kind of annoying, but it's fine. Bro, that is actually insane that you are doing that. That's not the right play at all. I hope you need Fireball this. Kind of hope you need Mortar. Alright, do we win on the right? Yeah, I think the skeleton actually wins us the game. Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness gracious! That is crazy. That is illegal. That is truly preposterous. We said it correctly. Very cool. J-Train did not train his skeletons or his cannon cart hard enough. They were not equipped enough. They were not adroit enough. They were not as powerful as they needed to be to clean up the rest of our skeleton spam. We doodled all over his towers and drew everywhere, and he wasn't able to draw a defense out. All right, next game. We're going to go for Rocco. Also, Raphael, I think your deck is fun. Do I think it's good? I do not. This is bad. It's very bad. Be a Tesla. Not be a Mega Knight in there. Should be a big spell. Like, do something like this, maybe. You have some, like, bait. Nice. Cool. And you end up having some nice more bait. Fast cycle. You have fireball, arrows, and you have a defense. This is better. Or you don't run this, and then you put in another evolution. Maybe we go, like, herp to derp. And then we put in herp to derp Mega Knight like this. And then you have a good deck. But the Evo Tesla is needed, or don't run Tesla at all. Don't run the trash version of the card. Like, Clash Royale wants the evolutions to be broken, so then people will spend money to use them. They nerf the regular version of the card. The regular version of the card is not worth playing unless you're running the evolved version of the card. So for you guys that don't watch the balance changes or keep up to date with the game, I'm here to tell you guys how it is straight up. Evo Tesla broken, regular Tesla sucks. Do not play it. Cool. All right, so we want Evo Barbs, Evo Firecracker, Goblin Demolisher. First person with Goblin Demolisher. Hallelujah, dude. Rocco, I love you. I love you. This is the first time I get to play it. We get to unveil the overpowered card for the first time today, dude. Let's go. The homie. The homie. Giving us what we asked for. He is a chef, sir. Thank you, brother. You deserve a chef's kiss. All right. We want barbarians. Why is it ordered like this? I don't know. I think I messed up. Yeah, we want to buy elixir. Giant skeleton clone fireball lumberjack. Oh my goodness, brother, man. You're insane with it. You're crazy with it, dude. We want the clone in there. The attack of the clones. Where's Star Wars? Skeleton barrel. Gee, dude. Wilden. Wilden. All right, so we're going to do 2 more games, including this one. This one and one more, and then we're done. So 2 more games, guys. Last one after this. And then we are done. All right, we want Lumberjack wherever it is. So don't drop any more donos, guys. Do not do any more donations. We're doing 2 more games. And if you donate, I also, whenever we do donations, I will read all the donations. I can't guarantee that I'll be able to play all of them. At all times. I also try to mix in a lot of games where we just play like chat recommendations because I think it's more fair that way. I've done around half chat recommendations, half donations today. I think somewhere around there. Maybe I'm wrong. We want clone fireball, and then skeleton barrel is the last one that I'm missing. Yeah, I just like staring blankly at the screen, waiting for my skeleton barrel, and there it is. All right, this is the deck from Rocco. Thank you for the $5 dono, man. Audio? Ooh, sorry about that, guys. The audio stuff happens once in a while. I'll fix it. Is your log or something spiky? Dude, I have a log plush that is pretty spiky, brother, man. I got you. One sec. We'll show you. We'll show you. We'll show you what a level 17 log looks like real quick. Exclusive. You can't really get this stuff anywhere else. This is the OP log that Clash Royale gave you for the 2019 World Finals. Free broken. Okay, this guy's about to get cooked. Honestly, he's about to get freaking cooked. We have a giant skeleton, bowler, lumberjack going at him. This is crazy. Oh! There's no way! Oh my goodness! Oh no! He wasn't ready! The fact that that thing freaking got teleported toward the tower was insane. Because there wasn't enough space in the screen. They just teleported it. It freaking teleported it. Oh my gosh, dude. That was wild. That was so cool. The fact that that thing teleported to the tower was ridiculous. I love Clone. It's such an underplayed card. It's not great, but it's fun. Do you not read your chat? I do read the chat, bro. I just responded to it. I try to. Oh, man. Apparently, Daniel, yeah, I'll read Daniel's. I might not be able to play it, but I will read it. See what he says. Can you try my deck? Evo Recruits, Evo Wallbreakers, Firecracker, Princess, Bandit, Royal Ghost, Evarbs, Void, Log, Arrows, your choice. That's a pedal deck. It's actually played a lot. It's pretty good. I would rate it at like it's 7.5 out of 10. It's a pretty good deck. It's not something that I would recommend playing for most people because it doesn't have a big spell. So it's hard to get used to. I've also played a lot of Royal Recruits today. It's also one of my favorite decks. So I'm going to try to stay away from playing something that I played a lot. I want to try to do some other Spice of Life varieties here today. We'll see. Maybe it's a dumb decision. I don't know. All right, we're going to go for Evo Barbs. This is a pretty bad decision on our end. I overspent. Oh, wow. This guy's rude. You see how rude this dude is? He's a rude dude. He's a rude dude. Such a rude dude. Rude gameplay, my guy. Going in spamming like that. Oh my gosh. He's ignoring me. How dare he? Alright, this is looking really bad. I might have lost. He does have a huge hard counter to us, by the way. That is just a fact of life. He does have an amazing matchup. I literally don't have an answer to Electric Dragon in this entire deck. But maybe he'll mess up. Targeted the wrong thing. That's awesome. That's actually epic. Epic gamer moment. Stay. Be a good boy. It did not stay. It was not a good boy. It, in fact, was not a good boy. It was a very bad boy. He's gonna freeze and I'm dead. Nope. This matchup is like 100-0 for them. Like, actually 1,000,000. The fact that he almost lost was comical. The fact that, like, a Tornado Freeze bowler deck almost lost to... Oh, he had Bomber, Electric Dragon, Ice Wizard. This is like a 1,000,000 matchup. He almost lost that. He almost lost that because the Lumberjack got pushed. Holy... That is the worst matchup I've gotten all stream in 2 hours of playing this deck. That's crazy. Worst matchup by far. All right. Daniel, again, thank you for your $5 dono. I will not be able to play your deck today because I've been playing a lot of other decks and we're already over the timer of 2 hours. I do like your deck. Petals deck is pretty strong, 7.5 to 8. Wouldn't recommend it for that many people. If I were to change anything from the Evo Wallbreakers, Evo Recruits deck, Firecracker, Princess, Bandit, Royal Ghost, Elite Barbarians, what I would do is I would probably put in a arrows, because it's really good to counter a lot of the bait card counters like Princess or Dark Goblin or Firecracker. So the arrows is great at mid-ladder. You kind of want arrows in the deck. That would be the card that I would put in as your spell. E-Barbs just aren't that good right now. They work in some decks. They're just not amazing. They're fun to play. They're really, really, really fun. They work in Sparky decks, work in some other bridge spam decks, but they're not great. They work in your deck for sure. All right. No more donations, guys. We're picking something from the chat. We're going to see what we can grab. What deck can we get? It's not pre-recorded. You just read my name. This is the first time I've spoken on the streams as Daniel Marshall. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Curse, Lumberjack, Bats, Evo Goblin Drill, Evo Bats, Goblin Giant, Demolisher, Dark Goblin. That seems like a lot of fun. That's also kind of unique. Y'all are giving me curse decks now. I loved playing the last curse deck, so I'll play it. Curse is a super, super, super fun card. It is one of those few cards in the game that it can give you wild interactions that turn the tide of the battle instantaneously. That last game was really fun too, but pretty bad matchup, honestly. All right. We're trying to look at where the curse was. Bats. Evolution. I'm glad that we don't have a Firecracker Evolution anymore, because that card is just not it. This is a bad card. A bad card, honestly. Unless your opponent doesn't have arrows. Almost every time they have arrows or ways of dealing with it. It just lets you win harder. You don't want to win harder in a game where you're already winning with Firecracker. Firecracker gives you value if their opponent doesn't have arrows. Why would you win even harder? Like, in the matchups that you are already winning really hard, you don't need to win any harder than you already are. You much rather win in the matchups that are difficult to win, or increase your chances of winning those harder matchups that you're already losing in. Like for me, I like winning in the matchups that I'm struggling in and improving the deck in its weaker areas, instead of like building a deck with 5 different answers to a Hog Rider, for instance, for no reason. Where's Goblin Giant? Oh, I was waiting for Big Boy Green. I didn't know where he was. All right, we want Goblin Giant. We want Dark Goblin in there. Surprised Dark Goblin wasn't boosted this season. Interesting. And then we want Goblin Demolisher, Bats. We want Evo Drill. We want Lumberjack. We want Curse. We're missing one more card. Curse, Lumberjack, Bats, Evo Drill, regular Goblin Giant, Demolisher, Dark Goblin. Dude, what's the last card? All right, I'm going to count your thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You gave me 7 cards. All right, I'm going to put in the Skeleton Barrel because it's already in the deck and it makes sense to be in there. You could have also had like another big spell, but I think arrows would have made more sense, honestly. Yeah, let's throw in arrows. Then we have another way of applying pressure and then like turning our opponent's cards against them. Let's run that. So we just threw in 1 card in your deck. We're taking that from Daniel's deck. Thanks again, Daniel, for the dono. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to get to your deck today. All right, we're going to go to do that. And then we're going to go Curse. Wonder how this goes. Ooh! Oh, baby! Bats on the tower. That's so fun. It is really cool. I think Curse is underplayed right now. So because it's underplayed, people aren't necessarily adjusted to playing against it. Let's go Goblin Giant here too. See what we can do. Oh! Oh! He wasn't ready! Bro wasn't ready. Bro wasn't ready. Bro wasn't ready at all. Alright, cool. If we get the Dark Goblin down, we're able to snipe that and then lock tower with the Dark Goblin and might win the game. Yo, that forced out a minor. Major mishap for our homie. All right, we know what his deck is, right? You guys understand. It's a balloon deck, obviously, right? We're playing a balloon. We want to go Demolisher here. And we want to go for drill as fast as we possibly can because we're going to force out Elixir like Ice Golem. Snowball is even better for us. Really? Skeletons. Barely counters it. All right, so no Bats counter besides Ice Golem. Balloony. Ice Golem too? Can we kill the entire balloon with that? Or am I stupid? I think that was pretty bad. Maybe not, though. It dies to no damage on our tower. It dies death damage. Right? Dice golems. Okay. Wait, we have Demolisher, we have Goblin Giant, we have a lot of stuff to work with. And he's not back to balloons. So I think we go Goblin Giant, Lumberjack, right side with the... No. Or do we go same side? We have a lot more damage on the left. I think we go left, honestly. Let's keep it rolling. This also have Evo Bats. It'll be hard for him to counter this. We Lumberjack? No, I think we go Demolisher and then Drill. Probably a Curse as well, depending on how we're feeling. How spicy we're feeling right now. I think we're feeling pretty spicy. If I do say so myself. Okay. That made him freak out. He didn't want to drop Evo Skellies like he should have. Oh! It's all gone. Alright, let's go Goblin Giant so then we tank for the Dark Goblin. Go Goblin Drill because it pulls. Go Bats. Go Curse. Then we can do more damage. Oh, it survived because the Curse gave us more damage per second. So the Bats were able to suck up more life. So they stayed alive longer. Huge. Dark Goblin's still alive too. Insane. Insane. Insane win, guys. Curse does enough. He's cursed. He's cursed. Imagine dying to Curse. Oh, wait. Maybe not. Oh! The only time a Curse wins in Clash Royale. That was insane. Was it barely enough damage? I think it was like 32. How much does it do at max? Dude. It barely did enough. 37 damage per second, right? Or no. Okay. How much damage did it do? 6 seconds. 8. So it does 48 damage. Quick math, guys. I'm able to do massive multiplication tables. 6 times 8. 48. Oh, man. That's wild. That's wild. So, yeah, we barely took the tower with 48 damage from the Curse. That's crazy. So, very cool win. Very cool deck. I like the deck. I don't know. I think Arrows might have been one of the cards that you wanted in the deck. I don't know. I don't think the Lumberjack works super well with it because it doesn't enhance the Goblin Drill. Because the Goblin Drill is going to be in the back of the tower, the front of the tower, the side. And then the Lumberjack has to get on top of the drill. So then it dies near the drill. So then it can rage everything up. It's kind of like sketchy. Not necessarily as foolproof as you would want it to be. The synergy just isn't there. The synergy with the Goblin Giant is there. But you don't have the Goblin Giant evolved. You're really playing like a Bats plus Drill way to win. Deck isn't that great. It's fun. Super fun. Like a really, really fun deck to play. We were able to beat someone at 5,000 in the world-ish, wherever we are. Still 5,000? No, we're at 7,000, so we tilted a bit. But every single game has been top 7,000-ish to top 2,000-ish. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Drop a like on this if you guys want to see more content just like this. Because I'm trying to pump out good quality streams and videos every single day. So dropping a like goes a long, long way. Allows me to do this more often and put out the best content and best foot forward for the future. Check out the pinned comment if you guys want to see the Valkyrie deck that I was talking about before that kind of counters everything in the meta. You just have to be good at the game to use it. And then there's another deck, very similar situation. The very first deck that I played that I lost with, that will also be in the pinned comment. Yeah, no matter when or where you guys are watching, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next one and love you. Peace. See you guys later.